Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, I guess, for some people as well. Welcome back. Today we're going to take a little bit of a break from Test Drive. We've been, unlocked from the shackles of doing gun-specific missions. So today we're going to take a slight detour and do a little bit of MCX. I basically want to look into the MCX. It's the next gun that I had on my list for just talking about and doing things for, but I haven't had a chance yet to actually do anything with it. So today we're going to look at it and we're going to figure stuff out. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Yo, special. Hey, I asked yesterday, but I don't know if you answered. One day, about a month ago, I noticed that the fanny pack was missing out of my inventory. Is yours still there? Which one do you mean? Unless I'm having short-term memory loss, I don't remember having one. Is there some specific one that I've forgotten about? I don't remember. Is it like an EOD one? I can't remember. I can't remember what happened. I'm sorry. I'm trying to dump these piles of meds while they're good value, or good pricing at least. So yeah, we're going to shelve this test drive gun for a minute. I'll just stick it in there, and then we'll pop these out, pop those out. But this is a decent starting point. The Twitch 5 subs fanny pack. What was it even called? It was a gift from the website, came with the sword. Oh, was that the... Was it called Louis Vuitton? Or was that this one? Good question. You know what? In all of the faffing, I'm not actually sure if I did it. I can't remember if I actually did it. I'm surely I must have. Well, I don't seem to have it, so but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. It's not something I've really been keeping a track of, as you can probably tell. Fairly low on my priority list, I guess, but yep. Hey, how you doing? Glad to see you, Glued Psych Sniper. Yes. No, it's a very big relief to have that behind us. So we do need to do test drive and some other stuff, but there's actually quite a few quests that I've still got to do. So today, I'll probably just be taking suggestions on which quests people think I should do in what order, like which ones are annoying. Because I've still got quite a lot to do for Kappa, but nothing's like that hard, particularly. Like, are there any notorious ones that people are aware of that are like extra difficult? I know one that I do have to do that I haven't done yet, and we could do that, is stuff like the Dorms Kills one. I haven't done that. I need to finish off chumming. Anyway, I've got why have I got lots of random quests? It says PMC operatives in 2 hours. Well, maybe. PMC operatives. Oh, but that's ground zero. Don't think I'm gonna do that one. Survive on the lab 3 times. I'm gonna have to do some lab stuff at some point. Kite gunpowders. Okay, well, that's easy. So I'm that in. Very good. Don't accept that by accident. Yeah, so I've got to do this, like, eliminate PMCs and dorms. But I've still got to finish chumming, because I literally have to put, like, 2 golden neck chains in the thingy. The annoying thing, though, here is that it feels a bit of a waste, like, not to be running the PAK-12 if I've got to kill players in customs dorms, right? So, like, I don't really want to do that today. Living high, not crime. Isn't hard set just to annoy me. Those are the only 2. Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I've got random stuff. What other stuff on other maps have I got? I don't really want to do customs or reserve tasks if I can help it, because I want to do that with the AK-12 so I don't waste them. I've probably got to do all these, like Glory to the CPSU, Urban Medicine. Are these ones all required? I think a lot of the streets ones aren't. No, so that one's not needed. Probably don't need to do really any of these streets ones, to be honest with you. What else do we need to do? I do need to do some stuff for Woods. This one I do have to do. I think you have to do tow group employee. That's the last one for this one. You have to go in and get the Sanitar's thingamy. But I don't have, like, the killing raiders on labs or anything like that, so maybe I don't do it yet. I don't know. Do you need to do this one? Eliminate scavs a time period of... I mean, this is easy, but annoying. Thirsty Hounds. Does it unlock anything else? Let me just have a quick look. So I haven't really looked at the other quest lines. Then you've got Thirsty Breadwinner. Oh, this is required for Kappa anyway. So it doesn't even matter. Need to do Lost Contact. So I've done all the bolt action stuff. So I've done everything to do with bolt action. So Shooter One in Heaven, Tarkov Shooter, and Psycho Sniper. That's finished. The only annoying boss one is the goons. We could try hunting the goons with the MCX. I don't mind doing that. That's fine. As long as they're not on customs. I don't mind that. Yeah, so you have to do Lost Contact. You have to complete drug trafficking. I don't really want to play Lighthouse though with the M6 particularly. I think you have to do this. Drop on the nighttime spot on factory. I mean, we've got a couple of factory ones to do. What's... Have to do claustrophobia? Probably not. Oh, it is required. Well, it's shotguns anyway. It's shotguns anyway, so I don't really get a choice about that. Do you have to do forklifts these days? You do also have to do forklifts, okay. And then you have to do capacity check afterwards. Oh, is this the one? Because you have to do orders revealed. You have to do secrets of Polykim. That gets you... Oh, no, you don't have to do secrets of Polykim. You do have to do capacity check, though. Why is CBG so expensive? Because it's like an endgame gun, I guess. Forklift for Kappa. Claustrophobia seems best early wipe, but not at the moment. I mean, you can get these kills, right? It's only 5. You could just magnum buckshot people until they die. Yeah, is it? I don't know what the area for that is. What's this? Survive and extract through the factory main exit. I've literally not even done that. It's so funny. Okay, well we'll go and we'll try and do that then at least to start with, and then you guys can give me some other ideas. I've still got like insomnia and stuff to do, so I do have some other quests to do. Do I actually have any MCX? Let's have a look. What's this one? Oh, it's like some weird meta build. Okay. And then this is the one, I'm not going to use this because this is the one I'm going to use for the video as like an example of kind of like what not to do. Oh wait, claustrophobia is not PMC kills. Oh, well that makes it really easy. So yeah, you can do this now. This PRSQDC on the MCX. What do people think about this? This build, this new stock is like amazing, as far as I understand. I don't think anything else comes close to this. I think it beats out the ARE as well. Like 6354 versus... Where's the adapter? 6354, 6354, 6354. So it's the same recoil, but it's got like 7 more ergo. So that thing's like actually really, really good. And then the barrel, we've got the longest barrel on. And then the QDC. I think, can you do... You can't do BMD, which is sort of a shame, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, we'll try and do this one then. Try and do this one. Gotta do... do I need to turn this in? Get 2 health levels. Do you need health levels for anything? You guys try and remind me if I need to do that. Locate the drop spot on nighttime factory, obtain the food packs of gunpowder. Okay, so let's get the kites out. One, oops, not that. Maybe I'll keep one and buy the other 2. You can make these, but whatever. Thought your Daniel's defense is best with ARE. Not anymore. Not anymore, baby! Not anymore. This gun is now insanely good. Like, that's a 7 ergo swing with the same recoil as the MOE, which is actually mad, because that's already good, right? That's already really good, the MOE. Daniel's defense has a bit more ergo for slightly less recoil, but if you can get the same recoil and 7 more ergo using this stock, then it's amazing. This thing is new. This thing, it's called the UCS, the Magpul UCS. And the thing about it is it has a stock attachment. That's what makes it so good. So standalone, it's not necessarily that good, but then you can add the cheek riser, which is 4 more ergo, and it's like really, really cheap. So really cool. Now, the only question here is, we probably want to take 60s for factory, I would think. Oh, yeah, it's got the wrong ammo in it. That's fine. Don't mind about that. That's okay. We shall fix that. Don't worry. We shall fix that. So, where was my mag? Oh, it's down here. No wonder I couldn't see it. So we're gonna buy some more CBJ. I've actually got quite a lot of CBJ because I've been sort of semi-stockpiling it, or whatever. For the time being, what we'll do, I don't like buying dollars from Peacekeeper, but we'll do it for the minute. It's only 40k, and I'll farm some more at a cheaper rate now while we're in raid. Buy one of these, and then where's that gone? Here. That's about right. Oh, should go a bit higher than that. Make it to there. Cool. So that should give us 2,500 USD at a preferential rate, which is nice. We don't need to take these. I mean, to be honest, we don't really need a splint either. Don't really need a splint for factory. It's kind of whatever. All right, and then so then we could probably need one more regular mag. Empty that and use this guy. So then let's top up some of this. How much do I actually have? So I've got 1,000 CPJ. Okay, we've got loads, and then a little bit of M6 too. So we'll split that up amongst these two, and then we'll just use CPJ in the rest. Actually, we'll use where's this gone? We'll use a little bit in there as well. And then we'll just take 20 with us. We shouldn't really be loading mags, topping up or anything like that. Okay. No, CBJ is good. CBJ is 43 pen and 58 recoil. So you compare it to something like M855A1. So M855A1 is 44 pen, so one more, but 49 damage, and this is 58 damage. So it's a bit of a like punchier version. It's a little bit like it's a little bit like an intermediate between these two. Although actually the pen on this is slightly lower at 41. Like it's like a better version of PP actually. It's like one less damage, but you take the 2 extra pen for that, I think. It's like firing PP, but out of a 800 RPM gun. I think it's quite strong, honestly. The only issue is that I don't have... Do I actually have... I thought I had some AP. Guess not. I guess not. Okay, so I've kind of got to do forklifts. I'm sort of tempted to run around and I'm tempted to run around and just try to get the forklift one done. So we'll see if we can just like get a few guys. Don't forget to go at night. Oh god, yeah, good point. Good point. Don't crash, Tarkov. You know what? I should go at night anyway because I need insomnia. Can you do insomnia on? I know you can't do insomnia on factory anymore, can you? CVJ's really good on paper, but it feels like paper when you shoot it. Skill issue, but I've never had luck with it. The problem with the MCX is the M6 feels kind of weird. It doesn't feel as good as the M4 to shoot. So often people will find that they prefer the M4 with like M856A1 over CBJ and the MCX, even though it's like on paper is quite a lot better. And I think there's a couple of things. I think it's like just the way that the MCX feels. When it shoots, it's just like the way the animation works or something. Something's just like a bit strange about it. Do you need like for night factory? Should I take GPMVGs? I probably should, right? I probably should. Yeah, so it feels a bit weird, and then also the speed of the round is not quite as quick, so it like makes you feel as if it's not like hitting as hard because it's only like 680, which is okay. I guess it's okay, but you can quite quickly get into a range where like the M4 feels superior because you're hitting like 800, 850 meters per second, so it just feels more hit scanny. So it makes the gun feel nicer. I don't know. It's a difficult one, really. Halfway through the shootable video so far. Loving it. It's fun to see the progressions of the guns you use. Hey, thanks, mate. Yeah, that one. I mean, it's still it's a slow burn. That one is, it's probably going to be a channel underperformer, but it's fine. I don't mind. You got to experiment with these kind of things. I was like, I've never made a super long form. I don't think I've ever put a video out over an hour. So I was like, let's just see what happens. And there'll be some people that like it, but. Night Factory isn't dark enough for MVGs anymore. The problem is I find in certain areas I need to use like a flashlight or something, which just ends up becoming quite annoying. Yo, CRZ, what's up? Enjoying the Super Bowl movie? Thanks. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. Maybe it'll pick up as like more people come back to it and finish it, because you're probably not going to watch it all in one go, right? So these long form ones, they usually take a bit of time to pick up. They don't usually do very well straight away, and then they kind of compound rather than because usual videos they kind of like jump up and then they start to tail off, whereas these like longer ones they often like spurn really slowly and then they slowly pick up and then they kind of like have a longer tail usually, but sometimes that process is just low and just doesn't end up becoming anything really. But if you're watching it at work, don't tell my boss. But anyway, I'm going to do something about the MCX soon, because a lot of people have been asking about it, and I think it's quite good now. There's like a few changes, right? There's like the new barrels, there's the new stock. A lot of people are kind of towards the like end game-ish, like level 4 traders kind of thing, so you can get access to CBJ. So I think there's people who are interested in seeing how it is now. Yeah, so yeah, as I said, maybe it's mainly like the changes to like the handguards, the barrel, the brakes and suppressors that are compatible with that one, and then also the stock. So it means that you can get the MCX lower than you could before. So it's better, yeah. Perfect timing question, yeah. Yeah, it's superior now to what it was. Estimated time 6:30. Maybe it'll be quite quiet, but we'll have to see. Been watching at work, don't tell my employees. And the secret twist was Hypersonic on YouTube and Veradil on Twitch. Veradil is Hypersonic's boss. It'd be funny, wouldn't it? Is the longer barrel a must-have mod? We can triple check in a bit after this raid. I think so, because of the compatibility. So if you remember, with the old barrels, you could only attach like the T-lock combo, which is all right. But tell the employees have movie time over lunch. Yeah, in 0.4, MCX is a little bouncy. I think a lot of people remember the old MCX as well, so it's kind of like tarred with the brush of the old patches, where they say it like wasn't as good. But anyway, I think the long one allows you to get this suppressor on. So long form ones are great. To be honest, I don't have to watch your stream, to watch your progress, but get it all bundled for me. Yeah, I thought that's kind of the process. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes over the next like 2 weeks. I'll just see how the performance goes. We'll see it. Yeah, so with this long barrel, you can put the QDC on it, which is the meta suppressor for this particular caliber. Well, I'll have a look at see what the minimum recoil is now. It's still, I mean, it's nothing like the M4, right? Because you can only put on one upper. There's like no changes to the upper, for example, and you don't get quite the same like handguard combos, but right. So let's just see how this raid goes. Let's see. Interesting. Like someone above. Could even be together, running about above somewhere. Let me just see how dark it actually is. See, it's pretty horrible. What's that weird noise? Is that just part of factories? Soundscape. Notice you don't shoulder swap much, or is it just a habit thing? It depends. I don't shoulder swap much because of this problem. Blicky and gate 3 to get the armor down. Okay, we can leave him, I don't care. This thing annoys the hell out of me. If you rush, you can get them. I don't need to get them, right? I don't need to. No, they die. I don't care. Oh my god. 90 seconds is a long time. Sounds like someone's going to go shoot them. There they go. Yeah, 1.5 minutes later. Exactly. Once we've done this, I don't really care. We could do the forklifts thing. I need to find out where they are. Wait, they're still going. They're still going. Thank you, Blicky Guy, for being a distraction. That's genuinely terrifyingly funny. Guy shooting as a DJ artist. People sometimes make money like that? Well, with the Gazelle. I guess you could, right? Buy a Gazelle, blicky it in factory. I respect it. I respect it. Suka. Okay. There we go. Can you try the M16A1? I'm not sure if it really fits like the time of the wipe, unfortunately. Nice one, Kleiner. Good job, buddy. Should we go see what's up? What is happening here? That's so funny. Blicked. Yeah. Paid actors. What are these guys doing? Seriously, what are these guys doing? You're my hero. Right. Should probably search the actual guys. Why did you just bagged up the wall? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I have so many questions. I have so many questions just in general. Okay, what did I lose this guy? Rando Scav. Many questions. Theodore's funny. Yeah, he was trying to pen it, but not much going on there. Tarkov, okay. Drink this. Yeah, get a cheeky headshot. It's so good. Part 3 ended in disaster. Did I get hit? I don't think I repaired the back, so I think it was fine. You don't really get night scav factory people because they can't really see. Okay. Yeah, I did this guy. Okay, and then who's this dude? So this dude is some. Okay, he's the first guy who went over there to try and get him. Did you manage to get Psycho Sniper? I did it offline. Yeah, I did it off stream, but I did get it done in the end. Okay, so he's not got really anything. Yeah, look, it's the gazelles. That's so funny. I guess we could just, well. Okay, fine. We'll get rid of the efficiency and I'll just take it myself. Wait, you can't. Why can't I take it? Is there some, like, bug? Is he, like, on one of these guys? Or something? Hmm. There's the blicky. Yeah. Yeah. Going for some serious shenanigans. Should I take this guy's Blackrock and stuff? Get rid of my tactic. And take the Corund instead. Did that guy just be like, nope? Maybe drop the rig off the backpack and pick up the gazelle. I can't pick up the gazelle. It won't let me. Even if I've got the space, it won't let me. Oh, it will now. Okay. That's really weird. It's got like 2 Class 6 plates in it. Oh, okay. I thought it wouldn't let me before. I don't know. Something was glitched anyway. Well, okay, so what we're going to do then, so, I mean, we need to make a decision, like, now, on what I'm going to do here. So do I get rid of the tactic? Stop to the Blackrock? I should, really. And then, what I want to do is, on my tactic... Probably gonna, if I pop that there, if I just take this... I move this just into the corner. Like that. And then I take the gazelle. Right. Like, figure out exactly what the best min-max combination here is. kind of want to loot this guy. I think, yeah, unfortunately, he's like... Oh. He's got big Zab on. Is that what the plates were for? Yes. They were trying to do them both at once. That's what they were trying to do. I kind of want to take the Gazelle, though, because the Gazelle sells for a lot of money. I don't really care about the Corund. If I take the suppressor off the M4, I should be able to... Put your armor deep in the extract? Yeah. Where's the suppressor? Pull the suppressor off the 308 AK. This guy's got a mechanism. Why do I want the suppressor off the 308 AK? Drop bag, get his bag? Yeah, I could do, yeah. I'll do that here. I was trying to take his gun. Because the thing is, I need my bag, right? I can't fit this and this together in the same one, unfortunately. Because the mechanism doesn't let you do it. It's not the right size, right? I don't have enough size to get all of these things in. So I guess what we could do, what we'll do is we'll drop that there. We'll take this, and then we can take the rig. You can loot outside the end zone. Oh, I'm not really bothered about that. Normally I would care about that, but I don't really care about. Like I don't really care about the loot. That's a weird thing to say. What were these guys doing? Like, what were these guys actually doing? What are they doing here? Like, this is so weird. It's so bizarre. I don't even begin to understand what they were up to. It's so funny. We got any more in here? Got something else. What have we got? AFAC? Prestige loot handoff? Maybe. Got room in you secure? Good point. I do. Yeah, because I moved out the thing, didn't I? One of these Calocks. Okay. Do you need grenades? Not really, but do I need any of this stuff? Not really. We take it because we can, not because we need it. Actually, I probably should take. Actually, is this? The Zook and the thing are the same, aren't they? 20. Yeah, they're both 20. Take their skin while you're at it. Exactly. Exactly. Actually, how many? I've got fewer than half in this thing. Well, I mean, should we just extract, or shall I actually try and do the forklift thing? I was gonna do the forklift thing just to try and like wander around and do that, just because we can. Oh. Okay, that's not my magazine, so that's actually a little bit problematic. Extract. Okay, alright, fine. Well, then I don't need to repack. I was going to repack and wander around just doing forklifts, but I guess we are 60 kilos heavy, aren't we? Alright, we'll do it then. If anyone asks what peak Tarkov is, show them this clip of a man spending 5 minutes looting 2 armors from 2 other players who are trying to do one convoluted quest. It has it all. That's definitely true. How can you even consider not extracting with 60 kilograms 1 meter next to the extract? It's one of those things, like, I don't have anything on me that progresses a quest. I did that already. Am I actually at risk of getting killed by another player? Not really. I could get more quest progression in the same raid, which I know is basically empty at this point. You know, it's tempting and compelling. It was sad for them, actually, because, you know, obviously we saw the guy was, like, freaking out. Why would you do that in Night Factory? It seems like a really bad place to do it. Like, the guy stood there with Zabralo on with no plates in it. I missed it as was playing. Did you end up killing them? Yeah, I went in and killed them, yeah. I can't believe you took the gazelle they were damaging for that dumb quest. Why not? Imagine they still did not know they were streamed. They don't. They don't. Because I have streamer mode on, so they don't know it was me. Gig has greed that you read about in the Bible. Are we liking the MCX? Yeah, quest rec gazelle goes for like 200k. Exactly. That's why we took it. Yeah, they were not prepared. No, they killed one Timmy in there. Oh yeah, that's why I took it. I didn't take it out of spite. I literally didn't take this out of spite. I took this out of greed. So we're going to see what the current marketplace looks like. I mean, look at this. No? People, I think people will buy mine because I think that they will trust this one because it's so low. I think it'll go. So then you see a random name on the kill screen, not streamer. Yeah, they see a random name, yeah. I think people will trust this one because you know it will work. Like, I'm always a bit funny about the ones that have got, like, some of them above half and stuff. Whereas, like, this one is definitely scuffed. I forgot you could sell them. If it was a Zabralo, it would be a different story. Yeah, well, I mean, we have one of those too. Because that's what they were trying to do here. For some reason, they brought it in with the plates as well. Why wouldn't they trust it? Oh, because in the past, it had to be... Before BSG broke it, so that it worked with any gazelle, and then before they refixed it as it is now, all of the soft armor individually had to be lower than 50%. Two of yours above have plates in them. Yeah, but they're rubbish now. Right? Like, who cares about that? Because you can't sell plastics plates anyway on the fleet, and it might be side plates anyway. This is what you mean. It's got a class 5 like front plate. Doesn't really matter. This has got some like random class 4 back plate, and this has got again a zeroed front plate. Like, I don't think anyone cares. This will go eventually. I know it will. You can see actually because the ones that aren't going are like up here because of the red, because they've like been on for a while. This will definitely, somebody will buy this. I'm sure. I'm sure they'll buy this. Didn't know the flea market wasn't universal. Oh, well, for PvE, it's not the same PvE. It's honestly such a silly quest. It doesn't make sense having it in the game in the new armor system. Correct. Player wants to invite you to their friends list. Who was it? Point man. Oh, it's none of these people. Okay. Alright, it's neither of these guys. God, I thought it was going to be them for a sec. I was like, oh. There you go. And I just want to see. I'm interested to see. Oops. Yeah, look. The one that was here, that was higher than mine, didn't get bought. They didn't buy this one. Because they were concerned about, like, I don't know. Like, you just, once you've like played enough around with like the get, like, you don't want to take any chances, right? I will probably spend 100k more to buy the 0 one than one of these ones, which is like, it might not work for some BSG reason, you know? How do you put a class 5 on the flea? You can put these on the flea. So these ones and the Quran front plate are actually allowed on the flea, but they're only allowed at like level 40 or something. So you can basically buy them anyway. Quran VM fronts also are on the flea. Again, you can only buy them level 40. So the ones with plates doesn't work. Well, you just take it out now. What's the big deal? I don't understand. Wait, I meant on PV. Okay. You're misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding here. So gazelle. So there's a 2-tier market for gazelles, right? So this is the normal pricing for gazelles. So gazelles do cost 90k, but gazelles under 50, you'll see a huge jump, right? So this is gazelles, normal gazelles, and then, well, these people are just trying to scam, I think. Oh, it's because I got my main condition too low. So you got your normal gazelles, and then you suddenly have the ones that are eligible for the quest. Boom, in here. So that's the thing. So they need to be under 50% for the quest, but you can buy them from the flea. So you've got like normal gazelles up here with 100% durability, and then you've got gazelles down here with under half durability. And so there's like normal ones, and then there's a big step change for the ones that complete the quest. So I got one 0 to 50 for 50k. You did very well. Somebody made the classic mistake of just like putting it up like this and just looking at the number, not understanding like the market dynamic, just going with it, and you got a steal. You could also do that and just sell it, right, as well. No, because as it stands, it's less than 50% because the plate is adding total armor. Remove the plate and the total goes down, then it'll be above 50%. It depends on what the other ones are like, I guess. I'm gonna buy gazelles just to do this right now. I mean, you have to blicky it with somebody else, right? But yeah, then it might not work. Yeah, look, you have to look at the armor, right? You have to look at like see how much is actually damaged and how much the plate is of the total. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yes, it's you can't just look at the number and say, oh, it's 50%, so it's definitely going to function. Yeah, I agree with you on that point. That is true. That is true. You know what? It is incredible hubris to try and do this all in one go, though. In factory. Some people are clueless and sell for the regular price. Yep. That's the way. With anything like this that's got like complicated market structure, that's always going to be the way, to be honest. People are going to misunderstand the market, but or just be naive and not realize. Ooh. SSAP. I've literally not seen this bullet this white. That's weird. Anyway. What do you think of this gun, my friends? What do you think of this gun? Is this gun good? What do we think? They took a meta gun in and then just decided to whiff. They must have been a little stressed. Emmy, yeah, it's a Ultor upper, Growl, Daniel's Defense ARE, regular barrel, so it could be slightly better on that front. SRO, meta suppressor, could be better on this front. Low pro slightly better than that one. I mean, it's close to meta. It's only 55 though. How's it only 55? Is that literally the barrel change? 57, 55? I'm surprised it's 55. Okay, well, I mean, that's 52. I guess that's all right. Well, to be fair, I normally don't go Daniel's Defense. I normally go MOE. So I get you to 50. Like 50 is pretty good these days, to be fair. Took a meta gun and used it to strip paint off the wall. Indeed. I mean, the drum mag just changes the recoil. Sorry, the ergo though. So, whatever. Look at that, punchy. So we got a bunch of money for that. And then this guy's running like a meta AK308 is basically just like a stock, a suppressor, and a grip. I mean, I personally wouldn't run this grip. But I mean, look, you see, like the AK308 has like amazing ergo, 47, and he's using the 24 rounder as well, and it's suppressed. Like, and this is with the funny grip, right? You're not even using like an SE5. Like if you use the SE5, you get another 6. Like it's the AK308 is actually really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Try it with the Mark 12 16-inch barrel and the AEM suppressor. That's true. I think the ergo will take a big hit though. So 55 and 57, 55 is what it is right now. Where is this thing? What's it called? SPR? I don't use this guy very much. I really wish you could search. That one. There we go. And then the collar. And then not the thread adapter. Then we want, for God's sake. There's so many lines, it's like hard to tell what the hell's going on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, 40, so 50 and 50. So we do take a big hit, right, on Ergo, but you do get quite a lot of recoil for it. If you're not using a 60 rounder, it might actually be a thing, right? Because then you can upgrade to what we did before, which is upgrade this as well and get to 48. It's like pretty good. Pretty good. Whee! It's quite cool. It's quite cool. But yeah, this is the meta one. I need to do a video about this as well. God, I've got so much to do. I've got so many videos to make. Right. So this is the MCX one. So we're basically just before we go and do the next thing. In fact, what I'll do is let me just accept. I'll just complete this. Okay. Healthcare privacy 6 and decontamination service. I think you do actually have to do this one. Annoyingly. Another med box. Could actually probably do with that. So the MCX. So the problem with the other barrels is that when you put the gas block on, or this is the only compatibility you have with the short barrel. So you're like T-lock, quick detach, and then 2-port brake. So you're stuck back at the old 62 recoil. This is kind of the issue. 62 recoil is like fine. Then you've got the next one, which you have one more choice, but still the best thing is the T-lock guy again, because the Gemtech is like awful, genuinely awful. So that's 64, so that doesn't really help either. But that's why I think the long barrel is basically a necessity, the 16-inch barrel. Because that's the first time that you actually get like this full selection. And then you can add this, you see. And that takes you to 54. So you managed to break below 60 quite easily with this one. Handguards wise, there's a couple now. If we get rid of the SE5, don't think there's any better. I think this is the best one. Some of them are a bit lighter. Like that one's quite a bit lighter. This is the carbon fiber 12. We've got the carbon fiber 10 and the carbon fiber 18, but that won't work with the QDC. But I don't think it really matters, because it's only half a recoil % more. And this is only point... You know what, you're probably better off with this one, actually, the 10.5-inch one. To be totally honest. Just because you save like quite a bit of weight. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's because of the attachment. No, they're actually about the same. Sorry, that's because it's because I had a laser light on it and I was looking at the difference with the laser light. So yeah, you do want to have the long one then. You do want the long one, and then you can just use one of these. Like, this is actually fine. This is fine. Longer rail looks better. It does. But yeah, I was being silly there. It doesn't make any. It literally makes no practical difference. It's because I had I couldn't see this. I have the WMX200 on the other side. So it was looking like, you know, when I'm removing it, it's like, oh, it's going to remove half a kilogram. I was just like, oh, BSG done something wrong with the stats, but it's actually not. It's not that. It's not true. It's not true. It's false. It's fake. It's not real. Anyway, yeah. So long barrel's good, and then then this stock is awesome. So compared to this is 61.4 and 54, and if you swap this for Daniel's defense. 61.4 and 54, 61.4 and 54, 61.4 and 54. So the other one's strictly better, 61.4 and 54. If you do the thick pad, 61.4 and 54. So, I mean, strictly better in both cases. The UCS is just like way better. But it's because you've got this cheek rest thing that adds this 4 ergo. So that's what makes it beat everything. Oh, hello. There you are. I watch your YouTube shorts all the time, but can't find you anywhere. What do you mean can't find me anywhere? I'm right here. Hello. No, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Which was the magazine? I nearly got baited by one of these magazines. Which one was it? Wasn't this one. This is actually my one. Okay, all right, stick that in there. Unload, put that in. Hey. Which one? Why? Well, you can do it. Just set it to unlisted. Sorry, I was just let's just tell something to the wifey. Can't fit a 50 rounder on the 308. A lot of people don't use them though anyway. There's the issue. The 50 rounders on the bigger guns typically take too much ergo away. Like a lot of people just don't use them. I think like 24, I think is. I've only used the AK. Well, it's the maximum anyway. But I've used the AK 308 with the 24 rounders, and I thought it was perfectly fine, to be honest with you. Right. Anyway, we'll stick that back up there. These are all mine, aren't they? Just I'm slightly paranoid. I'll screw myself by accident. Okay, get rid of the M80. Put this in here. Oh, I've taken the armor off as well. What should we wear? I guess we could wear our Incarund. They're quite heavy though. Is the only problem. A bit annoying. What else were we gonna do then? Oh, I'm gonna junk a load of stuff in here just so free up some mental capacity. Okay, and then I got a mag box somewhere. These ones. Stick these big 60 rounders in. 20 old. What's this? EP. Okay. Look at that. Some of these mags are like sort of left over from earlier in the wipe, so I've forgotten to go in and tidy them up. Okay, that helps a little bit. Absolutely no, I bought an entire thick items case of round frame glasses right after seeing your video about the glasses bug being fixed. Apparently, scopes still glow. Certain scopes. I was not actually aware that they did. This is like some more niche thing. Apparently, certain lenses on the certain scopes glow. I was not aware of this. We were talking to Sergeant Prepper yesterday. Enjoying the MCX with the 40 rounders. Yes, that's actually good. Yeah, that's actually good. Just in that Moxie video, he says there's some newly added ADS delay coming out of Sprint. Is it a thing you've noticed? Yes. It's because they allow you to ADS with right click out of Sprint directly now, where you couldn't do that before. How heavy is this thing? 2 kilograms? We're not wearing that. At least not to start with. Right, what else was I going to do then? I've got to do this thing. I've got to do this one here, which is Healthcare Privacy 6. I'm not really getting on with it. I'm just doing a lot of waffling. So yeah, that was any targets. That's fine. This is the blood sample. I think this is in... If I remember correctly, this is actually in the med exit. So you have to have the key and be in there and take the sample. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. And then stupid forklift one. Oh, and then this like exit here one. Actually, should I put that mic down here? God, I think I should just spend more time organizing this stuff. Seriously, I've got so much. I've become so incredibly lazy. I really have. I've become so lazy. I just don't want to organize anything. I just want infinite stash space, so I don't have to think about it, and then just use the search. Right. So what are we doing then? Getting the. Yes, I probably need to put some more things back in here. What do I normally have done there? I usually got like some mayo and an aquamari now. That's what I'm usually taking. And then a bit more painkiller. So we'll take one of those and then ibuprofen. And then I usually have one spare space. Okay, we'll buy another ibuprofen. How? Alright, okay. And then we'll eat something. Maybe we'll eat some of the mayo that's already in the stash. And grab a little bit of this water. Okie dokie. Right, so we'll go and do this thing. I don't know whether we're going to do forklift certified at the same time. Should we do it at night again? Isn't that a good idea? Maybe. I've already got the thing on, so maybe we just do that. I don't know. Love Sergeant Pepper is a genius of the craft. Yes. Does he have a sniping video breakdown? Charles used the calculator by him and his friends. Google Doc is like what your holdovers should be, I think, is the idea. With different ranges, with different guns and stuff. Someone posted a clip on their channel, that's why I can't find you to watch your stream. Well, I stream on YouTube, so you're watching me now. Is this like a SMG meets assault rifle? Kind of. That's the MCX is sort of like that, yeah, kind of. Do you use mayo to level immunity? No, just because it's really cheap. It's just a really cheap source of food for out of raid. And in raid, actually. Like, so I offset the water of the mayo. It also means I can eat just like as much as I like, little bits. I've got into the habit of using it because it's graduated. I don't have to eat it all in one go. So I don't have to wait until I'm at like 30 energy and then use the entire thing like an MRE. I can get to like 80 energy. And then I was using it for training metabolism. So you get to 80 energy and then you can eat like 5 of it. And then you can offset the fact that it like destroys your water because you've got an aquamari, which gives you more than enough water. That was kind of the idea. And then outside of raid, mayo is also easy to use because if you just fill up on mayo, often you cap your water out at 0, so you actually don't have to rehydrate from a negative number, so you can't lose any more water than 0. And then you rehydrate using a bottle of water, which you can then refill in the hideout at the water purifier for free. So that was kind of the rationale. I don't really need to do it anymore because I've got max metabolism now, and also money doesn't really matter that much. But yeah. I'm still in the habit of doing it. Do the forklifts? I have to do that quest? I don't know where they all are. You've kind of got to kill everyone first, or like at least wait until near the end. I can't remember where they all are either. They're all over the place. You kind of got to go all around. Yeah, you don't need to do it on raid. No, that's true. That is true. What about the debuffs from the mayo? I mean, it will go towards immunity, sure. It'll count. It'll count towards immunity because you have the negative metabolism, but you obviously have to stay alive. Actually, I guess this is for the full thing, doesn't it? Because this only lasts a short period of time if you only drink a little bit. This is if you drink the whole thing. It's like 300 seconds. Yeah, it slowly levels immunity, it does, yeah. But like my skill immunity is still so low because it just takes so long. Yes, I think the conversation on Twitch about spreadsheets used and etc is like because each scope has got like some of the scopes got like weird. They've got like weird parameters to them, or they, holdovers don't necessarily work perfectly, or whatever. And then especially with the way that zeroing works in Tarkov, like that makes it extra weird because then you 0 to 100, but because you're using a bullet with a velocity and ballistic coefficient delta from the zeroing bullet, you then also have to take that into account, and that changes based on the range. Again, because the ballistic coefficient can be different between the two bullets. It's a bit crazy. It's like if you're trying to use a 366AP, that comes out like slowly, and then it catches up, and then it falls off again. It's like really weird. Okay, I'm in gate 3. Must have that forklift already. Now, let's just have a little listen. So there's someone underneath in the water. I'm still not sure whether I should turn off my light or not. Now where'd this guy go? Not Timothy. Yes, nighttime factory is no place for Timmy. Indeed. Were they just below me? Are they in here? Okay, it's Tagilla. Alright. Get all the scavs. Okie dokie. Excuse me? Not PP. Right, where are the other... Farming. Okay. Yeah, because I was literally just going to take this. Okay. There's 2 MMA higher for LPVOs used on AR. These on ARs. Depends on the range. I would say no, but like it's alright. It's serviceable, I would say. Where's the 10 kills when you need it? Yeah, I know. We'll use that as a scav killing weapon now, I suppose. Okay. So, what were we doing then? We were doing... Yes, we were doing forklifts, weren't we? Knowledge in the game is crazy. Hello. So many scavs, jeez. So many scavs. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna try and wander around and do the forklift thing. Eat this, I guess. Right. Where do we need to go then? Are there any at the back? I can't remember. Oops. Wrong button. I can't remember. We'll just do a little tour. We'll do a little tour around. Blood off. Oh yes, I need to do the blood on the body, don't I? Right, we'll do that first. Afternoon, Pizza Man. Spent the last few days looking for master file set. It's so annoying. Can be annoying, yeah. So no Rattis. Unlock this. Is that just a scav? Yeah. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, he's just wandering around looking for some loot. Oh. What exactly am I looking for? I have to like get a blood sample or something, don't I? Is it this last one? I don't want to accidentally leave. Where the hell is it? Where's the pipes? Should be this one. Oh, it's there. It's just like really annoying. Okay. it's just really annoying to find. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the blood spot. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. What? So where do we need to go for forklifts then? Which ones do we need for forklifts? I've got. Why is this not? Why is this grey? So I've got to do the 3rd, the 4th, the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. That's probably in this room, I would think. Oh. Wiki shows them with the numbers. Yeah, I know. Try and touch. We'll touch all of these, and then see what happens. Hey, Pemos. Do these count as forklifts? Nah. This one? They probably don't go near this one. Any other thoughts? Some by gate 0. On the other side. Like, basically, any of them that are just, like, in the middle of the map. I'm very unlikely to have. Because, like, why would I ever stand near those? I stand near this all the time, though, so this one should be fine. Okay, we'll go to gate 0. Are there any underground? Like in here? That's just a scav. That one? It's just a little truck. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll do. Let's try forklift spawn first. But I think I've done all the forklift spawn ones already. Why am I still walking water? Whoa! Jump scared me a bit. Transit to labs. Study the sample. Like normally you walk past these and do this just by virtue of being in here, right? Yeah, the water step follows you out of the water. Does seem to. Yeah, I mean, I've been all... Oh, okay. There was one there. Amazing that I've not gone near enough that to qualify. Is there one in the back here? No. I think I'm out of ammo anyway, so we'll have to be a little careful. We'll go over to gate 0 next. This is kind of what you want to do at the end. You just want to do it like now when it's easy and there's like no one else left. Forklift by hole in the ground to sell a key. Dude. I am getting effed up. In many ways. Legs have been meted. Exactly. Thoroughly meted. Killed the guy next to it. Okay, we'll go and fix that in a minute. Well, we'll get my thorax fixed first. Don't think you got the tick? No. And we'll fix the head. And then we'll get some serve kit goodness going on. I don't want to get meted in the leg. Not in my best interest, particularly. We've got Tagilla's PP as well. So we can always do that. Mostly prohibits me from using the sand infrared lamp on a black gun. What alternative do you use? Debal. It just costs a little bit more. How dare he challenge the beef? Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I probably need to speed up the med process. You can cancel it with the ammo. I don't have anything to pack there because I've run out of bullets. You wait until this stops moving and then do the ammo thing. Okay, alright, we're back to full health, pretty much. I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, well, we'll wander over. TVJ from Ref 3 means use MCX all the time. Doesn't it cost you, like, hella GPs, though? In fairness, he gave it a good try. Now that I don't need it anymore, I see the nutsack like every third raid. Classic. Okay. Right. Okay. Fine. So yeah, where was this guy? This one. I think we did this one already, didn't we? Or this one. One over here. Were you saying that one? Let me just quickly check. Let me see. So, forklift certified. I don't know why these are greyed out. I've only got 2 more to do. They're probably on the other side of the map. Actually, I'll check this scav. We may as well, given we've got loads of time. We'll probably roughly in here on our own. Approximately. This one behind you? Which one? I think I've done all the ones in that area, I think. No cash. Shake down the scav. Take one of them. Take that instead. The one where the guy took your legs? I think so. We'll find out in a minute. I'm pretty sure I did. You didn't touch it. The one in front of the barrel exit. What is the barrel exit? And one on the ramp. Well, this isn't a forklift to start with. I've done this one. Wait, this isn't a forklift either. You didn't touch it. The guy took my legs. Here. But there is no forklift here. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, I think they're on gate 0 side. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You might be right, but I don't know what you mean. I think they'll probably be just like out in the open in gate 0 is my... Right, so maybe this one? Yep. And there's one more. Maybe this one? There we go. Right, and now we've got to go out through the main exit. Which is the one through office, as I understand it. Let's just loot these scavs. Never forget the forklift in your heart. True. Very true. Oh, bag upgrade. Hooray! No one's locked. Okay. Giga being an absolute wealth of talking knowledge and taking tips from chat is crazy to me. I mean, for certain quests, like, I don't mind, that's fine. I'm better at, like, the more, like, mathematical side of the knowledge gap. Like, quests and, like, loot locations, I'm not, like, that's not my strong suit. This is what, like, Tower was joking about with me the other day. He was basically saying that, like, in Tarkov, there's usually, like, a guy for whatever it is. Or gal. But, like, there's usually a person for whatever it is that you might want to know. You know, if you want to know about, like, ballistics, armor, whatever, like, up-to-date stuff, then that's me. But if you want to know, like, ranging or whatever, that's, like, Sergeant Prepper or Tower or something like that. If you want to know about, like, loot, then there's like, people who are good at that. You know, and, like, making money. And, like, if you want people who are, like, you know, going to, like, whiz through the game and, like, get max capper as fast as possible and, like, combine all the quests together, there's, like, someone else for that. Like, it's one of the things that makes the game so great, right? Is that there's, like, different people for different things, and, like, different people specialize in different things. I've not really seen much of Prepper until recently. He seems like he knows what he's talking about. Lol, I'm Prestige 5, so I did this quest a few times. I think I've only done it once. I think I did it last wipe. Do I have another mag in this that's, like, actually good? No, that was also about half. I'm just, like... halves these boys. Anyone take this? XMC kills are great. 700 meter. Yeah, it's insane. Bit of rubles. Okay, people are taking these. Well, we'll just go out then. I think this is the one he means. Good old skier. Because it's got 1986 on the quest logo, so I think it's this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't do prestige and stuff. I'm getting cap at this point, but I'm probably not going to prestige my account unless something crazy happens on seasonal, to be honest. I mean, that was fun at least, right? That was fun. Did we really kill that Timmy at the start? I think the rest of it was all scouts, wasn't it, and Tequila. Yeah, just all scouts otherwise. There's the guy who nearly took my legs out. $13k, not too shabby. The Express Buckshot. Damn, if that had been Magnum, I might have been dead. I just got Save You ending the other day, trying to finish up the quest for Captain Prestige. Nice, good job. Who else is stuck at Lab's item for Savior? What do you have to do? Lots of people said the most annoying stuff is like killing cultists and whatnot. Is there much like having to kill certain amounts of people or AI with like certain guns in the story, or is the story just like go places? Just wait until the last 10 minutes of the raid. 1 minute, run into Gigabeef looting some rubles with less than 2 minutes on the raid timer. To be fair, I'm like a notorious like stay till the end of the raider. Like I actually am a bit. It depends what I'm doing. Like if I'm questing, then yes. If I'm doing PMC kills, then less so. Right, get rid of that. Dude, we're like burning through this MCX. Holy. Right, well we did Mrs. Lady's Factory Blood. We did Mr. Skier's exit here. We did Mr. Mechanic's Forklift Certified. Ah, ibuprofen, lovely. You got here just in time. Thank you, Skier. Mechanic. Oh, Intel 3 and Solar, as in like the labs items specifically. I see what you mean. You're talking about like the GPSA, MCC, current converter, whatever acronym you want to use for it. For save, you need all the story quests, need Intel 3 solar panel farm, 2 cultist priest kills. Priests are the worst because they hide and nade themselves if they're the last cultist. Yeah, that sounds like something I'm probably can't be bothered to do for a while, if I'm totally honest. I'll probably like get to it and then just be like, all right, well, we'll just chill until BSG makes it a bit easier or whatever, because it's just like annoying. Next quest should be the guide. You think? I mean, I've done these already without really thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, we could try the guide. Does mean I have to do labs next, though. My usual route, so my usual route for the guide goes factory, lab. In the past, I used to do interchange, but I'm not sure if I would go interchange anymore. Slightly due to the game, World Classics Killer Helmet yesterday. Got one tapped in the top of the head by ME. Bad luck, or what do you think? Well, ME, that's Marlin Express, right? Like 308 ME will go through the top. Like the Killer Helmet is only classics on the visor, as people are saying in chat. So the top of the head is 4, so that will just go straight through. Because Marlin Express is 41, 42 pen. So yeah, it's a clean shot. Unfortunately, I think it's a bit. I think the way it displays it is a little misleading. I think. Because it says armor class 6, right? But the problem is that when you it shows you. It actually is. That's actually wrong. That's actually wrong. I think that's a bug. Yeah, most people just know if it's a killer helmet, aim for the top. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually bugged. The armor point section is bugged. Like if you take this out, you can clearly see it's. Wait, why won't it let me take it off? Oh, it's because it's in the search menu. Yeah, so you can clearly see it's 4 now. Like if you look at the visor, it's 6, and if you look at the actual helmet, it's 4. That's really funny. If you put that on, it says 6 now. I did kind of know that subconsciously, but I didn't realize it actually didn't show it in the tooltip either. I thought it still showed it in the tooltip. I knew it didn't show properly on the overview, but I thought it still showed it on the tooltip. How wrong I was. I found Ground Zero and Streets hardest for the guide. Well, I mean, we have to do... If we're going to do the guide, we have to do labs. Do I have anything to do on labs? I probably shouldn't do that while I'm doing the guide, actually. I should probably just focus on getting out. The problem is, it's just, like, boring, right? Labs access card. Oops, I'll add an offer. I'm keeping these just in case I get, like, found in a found in Raid Labs card one, so I always just usually buy another one. And use a non-found in Raid one. Okay, well, we'll do it then. Probably a good idea, like, once we've got a couple of maps under our belt, to go and try it, at least. But, like, most of the time when I'm doing the guide, I normally end up just sitting in sewers. That's usually what happens to me. How are we doing this one? 58. Like, we're early enough on that I'm not going to do anything particularly special here. I might wear a different ULAC, but just going to keep the rest of the stuff the same, I think. Get rid of some of these nades. Get rid of this pack. You can transit now. That is possible. That would take you to streets, but... The transit's in a really bad place, so it means that you can't really do what you need to do, unfortunately. We'll just play it safe, right? It's like there's no advantage to not just playing it safe on the guide. It's just boring. That's the only problem. It's just boring. You don't know the path to this location? Are you fucking kidding me? So got. I guess I could go streets lab. I've got to do. I don't need to do factory, but I do need to do streets. So I guess we'll do streets lab. You might as well do the tour quest. Yeah. Do you have to for the tour? Can you go through any of? You just have to go through the transit, right? But then you need to visit the areas in labs. Does that finish the tour? Just going there? Like, are you allowed access, or do you have to actually complete the mission? I guess it was going to count. Well, look, we could do it. We could do it this way, this one time, right? We don't need to do the stuff in labs. Show the build. This is the build. If anybody's got any suggestions, I think this is the best though. Extracting after seeing the areas. I mean, it's lame, right? You visit the areas you're good, you don't even need to live. But I do need to live for the guide. If you die without visiting the 3 areas, you have to try again. I mean, it's only transiting through streets, right? Like, who cares? I'm really not that bothered. So what we'll do is we'll go streets of Tarkov. We'll play streets. We'll see whether we can get to the thingy bob, and we'll just transit because we'll get free. If we transit through, we'll just get streets for free, basically. Can't be more boring than Psycho Sniper. I'd just be sitting still for 15 minutes doing that. Yeah, that's what I did. That's all I did. Are you doing the MCX so far? I haven't died, so there's that. Did you get Psycho Sniper done in the end? Yeah, I did it off stream. I just couldn't stand wasting any more time. I did 15 hours of it on stream, and it was just horrible. Does it feel good? Yeah, it's not feeling bad, actually. I've killed 3 players. One of them was a Timmy, though, and Tequila. It does feel good. I haven't fought anybody, like, super... To be fair, the guy I was fighting against, like, SSAP, like, M4 guy. But they were doing blicky stuff in Factory, so... What map? It's kicking my ass. I basically exit camped the green flare on woods at night. And outskirts extract. Depending on what I was, like, hearing or feeling. But I mostly lay down near green flare. Did Psycho Sniper by accident last night? Didn't realise I only had level 8 bolt and died the next raid. Oh, see, that's the thing. That's the issue. If you've only got level 8 bolty, you need to basically, like, get level 10 bolty ASAP. A lot of people do it in arena now, because you then obviously can die over and over and not affect the base game. So, yeah, no, it was really, really painful. I got 4. I had 3 on reserve. I got 4 on customs, and then I lost my mind, and then just extract camp woods until we got it. Until I got it. Like, it's just... I just didn't want to waste any more time. Like, that's why we're doing some MCX stuff today, because it's just like, I've got a huge list of stuff that I want to look at. I want to look at the SR25. I want to look at the Radian's M1. I want to look at the MCX. I want to look at, like, the M4. But, like, I haven't used any of these guns, because I've just been using bolt actions for the last month. I nearly got killed on PV by USEC camping and exit. Damn. I got 4 out of 5 4 separate times and died to a guy who tanked 4 Lapua AP. God. Any specific spot you laid down near extract? So, just south of the extract. So between... I mean, I don't have a map to hand, but between... So you've got outskirts, right? Over here. This is outskirts. And you've got green flare here. There's the hill that looks over Scav House. I lay down, basically, there's like the minefield. The little mine signs are all like along here. And there's a couple of trees. There's one tree, I think it's not right next to the edge, but there's one like near the edge. You'll probably see it. And I lay down like basically a bit further back than that. I probably lay down, it's like along the edge somewhere. It's hard to explain. It's hard to remember exactly where it was, but it was like, it's like around here. You like lie down there. And you can see people wandering in. They like wander in, and they either stand still to shoot the green flare, and then you kill them, or they run this way. And then when they're in about this bit, like there's nothing they can do. You just can blink at them until they die. There is a little bit of a hill here, which is annoying, so they can sort of stand behind that. But yeah, I mean this thing is it's just a kill. It's just a kill zone. This, and it also allows you can swing round to outskirts too. There's the car is here. And you can sit in the rocks over here. And you can see people in there. This is how I did it. Could you hear if someone went to outskirts to the other side? No, it's too far away. Only if you could hear like shooting from the scavs around Scav House, because obviously you don't kill any of those, so they act as like a little bit of an early warning system. But if someone sweeps in all the way around from the sawmill and like along the lake, you won't hear them, unfortunately. So you can't really tell. Nasty spot? Yeah, it is nasty. I'll have to move some of the clips over so I can show you guys on stream. I don't really want to make any content out of it because it's like kind of like a bit, I don't know, a bit distasteful, but MCX is very good now. CVJ slaps. Does seem pretty good. Does seem pretty good. Would you recommend suppressed or non-suppressed striker? Definitely suppressed. So I didn't want to do it with the Marlin. I just didn't want to be seen or heard at all. So I was like, we're going to do everything, because 80% of the quest for me was about like just not getting killed. I found that the hardest part by far, not getting killed. So what, lol? Well, no, but it's really dull. General Sam does it in an entertaining and fun way. I'm just some nerd sat there with an M700. Sam gets millions of views because he's a troll. This version for me was just like necessity and boring. I'm doing connections up north. Maybe I'll try this spot. Yeah, you'll get players. It does take a while. I did 2 raids at least where I got literally nobody. I don't know. You might have more success at outskirts. Although people move around more at outskirts. Like, it's easier to kill people at the green flare because you get more time. And they have to faff about with the flare. Like, they don't have a gun in their hands, right? But people are quite paranoid at green flare. But they have to run out into the bit where there's no cover. So it's difficult. Hard to get good sightlines at outskirts. Yeah, it can be. Can be. How close to Scav are we? I can't remember how many quests I'm away. Oh, I'm here. This is... I'm gonna stay here for a second. It's not actually terrible, but it's not amazing either. We've got to kind of like go through... what do you call it? Expo. We're like on the right side of the map at least. I want the quest done, but I want to do it in a more interesting way, but ain't got the spirit for it. It's a real conundrum. If you really want Kappa like I did, like it's only going to get harder as time goes on, as the player base gets smaller, etc, etc. You get his friend with as Vez surrounds and do it on factory like a Chad. So that's the funny way to do it. I did try this spot, but from across the road and got a double kill, so it does work. People expect contact at outskirts. Yeah, they do sometimes, and they move around constantly in the extract. Some people with the green flare, because everybody does distrust the green flare, and nobody goes and tests it because they can't be bothered. There's a lot of people who like they stand still to fire the flare because they're trying to get the right spot, and so they stand still, and then you plink them in the head because they're like literally not even moving. And then if they don't move, so if they don't stand still, sorry, then they have to run through a road with literally no cover on it to get to the extract, and then do an 8-second countdown, whatever it might be. So you just get to shoot at them over and over and over again. They can't fire back, really. Like, they really can't fire back. Should have Red Rebel back to extract back and woods, maybe. I think Green Flare should be in a different place. I think Green Flare should be up kind of more towards Scav Bunker, personally. Or like Scav Bridge, somewhere like that. Like, it's too much people funneling down into outskirts, in my opinion. Is it true that Phantom sites each give a 0.5 ergo boost? Yes, they used to give +1, but now they're only 0.5. They should swap Green Flare and Co-op. Where's even... Oh, Co-op is Friendship Bridge, isn't it? Yeah, they should swap those two. Scav Bridge should be Green Flare. I agree. I agree. With the Green Flare about outskirts is insanity. Like, give me more reasons to go to outskirts. And, like, most of the spawns on the map also make you go to outskirts. As well. Farming attention skill. I need to grab item, add to container, or just search it. Is that the one you have to, like... You have to pull it out, I think? I always forget. Yeah, it is weird. The green flowers just... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. Okay, so... Just thinking what we're going to do. I'm just going to go through Terror Group building. I've got to get through to this. I've got to get basically to Archway. Well, a bit further along, actually. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. I'm going to try and go through this bit. Maybe I'll go a little further down. Come through there. Might go through here. God, I miss having DLDSR on for this. It was like causing me some frame issues on customs, so I stopped using it. I do miss it on streets. Yeah, even doing the translation from 4K to 1440p was losing me frames. Even if I was in 1440p. I did a little test. Oh. I'll go that way. Nice bullet crack bug. Oh no. Those are some like really horrible spots around here. Like up in various corners that like people never go. That I've seen people in. Well, I've been in rooms and I'm like, oh, it's actually like possible. Is that a me? No, is it? No. That is in fact not a me. Marlin man. Hop a 3 BTG and loot everything. Yeah, I love killing that spawn. I go up the stairs, the other building, across the street, and hold the spawn you're in. Here's some shooties. Is that all the way down there somewhere? Don't think we need to worry about him. I'm going to sprint across the road here. See if I can just get into this bit without having to faff about too much. People can be in there looting, so I'm just a little... Is this normally open? Or not open? I'm actually not sure. Surely the transit on factory is easier? Yes, but... I also need to survive on streets for the guide, so... Have you got Kappa yet? No, not yet. I've still got loads of quests to do. I've got tons of quests to do for Kappa. I've just done most of the hard ones. We're just trying to do like the annoying ones. Somebody pointed out I probably should try to see the guide because I've survived 3 maps in a row. Just anyway. But yeah. It's labs time. Pretty surprised FSR 4 wasn't added with 1.0. Yeah. Alrighty. Yay, labs. But we're just going to try and leave labs. We don't have to actually do anything on labs. Please don't crash. Yeah, if we're gonna do the guide properly, then we should do the transit on factory and actually try to complete the tour mission so that I can at least go to labs whenever I like. If you transit, you don't have to stay on the map in labs for any longer than getting to the transit and getting out right. Yeah, I don't need to stay. Yeah, exactly. So I can extract labs instantly, right? Got to the guide 5 maps 2 days ago, but also Psycho Sniper 3 out of 5. Decided to keep Psycho going. Died on the 3rd Woods raid after I hit a guy 3 times with SMB, including one on his helmet. Love it. Yeah, I think that's true anyway. So we can just like go to the nearest extract and just leave. Be that backpackless or sewer, or usually I go sewer when I'm doing the guide, because sewer's like nobody goes sewer on labs. It's very rare that people go sewer, and other people on going to sewer just like scared people who've got labs, like leave labs 5 times for a weekly or whatever. Which is quite funny. The total raid time of all maps has to be 7 minutes as far as I know. I don't know. I know you definitely get a survive for the first one. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know how it counts it. I don't know how it counts it. If you transit and leave immediately in the next one. So if you transit immediately, say you spawn in customs, you spawn at Big Red, you spawn at Crossroads, and then you go straight to interchange, and then you go into interchange, and then you leave straight away. Does that also count? Does that count as survive? Has anyone like tested it? Sounds like something good to test. I thought the transition didn't have a timer. It's got 1 minute, but to leave the map, you need the 7 minutes. So the transit has a 1 minute extract like cooldown on it. If you transit, it counts as a survive and exit for the transit, but I don't know then about the subsequent exit. They're not, because the sum of all maps would not be 7 minutes, I think. Has anyone tested it though? Has anyone tested it? I mean, how long do we spend on streets? Not that long, but I stood there like in the spawn for a bit, right? It's 3 or 4 minutes. I feel if transit worked straight away, someone would have made a video by now for the guide. Maybe, honestly, maybe not though. Not that many people actually test these like weird niche things anymore. I think all the loading time here counts to the time as well. You know what? We could just try it. I mean, it's not that hard to do really in the grand scheme of things. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm interested anyway, just to see what happens. And we can always come back to labs. I'm not really that bothered. Let's just see whether it counts or not. Because it might be that if you complete the first one, then it automatically completes the next one. It'd be weird if it allowed you the first one and then invalidated the second. I mean, I guess it could do. It could work like that. We'll see. I didn't shoot anything either, so I shouldn't have any XP. Survived. Is it going to tell me what XP I got? Escape bonus. This doesn't even add up. It works, but how long was your raid time in the first screen? I'm not sure. We'd have to go back and look at the thing. But maybe like with, I mean, to be honest, with the loading in, or with spawning in, sitting by the infill, and then wandering around, getting to the looking for the Marlin guy, getting into the extract, then doing the transit, and then waiting in queue, easily could be 7 minutes, right? I mean, like, Ground Zero is actually going to be quite annoying. Ground Zero is quite an annoying map. Okay, so we've got Interchange, Shoreline, Lighthouse, Ground Zero. Oh, God, Lighthouse. We probably want to do... Woods is probably the easiest. I actually think Interchange is probably the second easiest. I hate Ground Zero because despite it being kind of PvP, so it has something to loot, is so awful. There's nothing great. Yeah, so Ground Zero is probably next. Then Lighthouse, then Shoreline, then Interchange, then Woods. I think we literally just go up the list like this. If you're going to do this from scratch, though, you're almost best off doing, like, factory. Factory. I mean, do you want to do like factory Ground Zero first? I always feel like you do like factory Ground Zero. Oh, maybe you do factory lab. I don't know. Lab kind of sucks, but definitely use transits. Woods, Shoreline, Lighthouse. You spawn right next to transit. So if we do Ground Zero and then extract, we do Lighthouse. If we do path to Shoreline. Is there an interchange? There is an interchange to Woods, is there? It's interchange to either customs or streets. Not factory labs via transit? I guess that's probably the best way. Factory lab via transit. Get those two out the way. Then do Ground Zero and maybe streets by transit. You don't need to do that. I wonder what's the best spawn for streets. So where's Ground Zero going to put you? Ground Zero puts you over by Cinema. Actually, the transit locations are pretty awful on streets. I do Ground Zero Transit Street. Doesn't that put you over by MVD, though? I don't really like the spawns over there. That puts you in sort of like Cinema territory, which is kind of nasty. I did Factory Lab, Streets, Interchange, Customs, Shoreline. Anyway, we're going to try and... We'll do Ground Zero next. We'll do that one next. Do we want to do it night? Is night Ground Zero going to be better? Ground Zero Loot House, the riskiest ones? I think so. Yeah, lay low and then exit a green flare. Oh, the problem with Ground Zero is if you get Nakatani, you're just shafted. I think maybe we do it at night. I don't know. Giga realizing why Ground Zero needs to come near the start of the guide. Well, we're sort of doing it impromptu. I didn't expect to be doing the guide, but it was pointed out to me that I'd survived like 3 maps. Just don't think they still force spawn some location when you transit. They don't force spawn the same location exactly, but they spawn you in a kind of like fuzzy area around it. Sometimes it doesn't, but it does sometimes. If you get Nakatani, then you either flare or transit instead. But the problem with Nakatani isn't... The issue with Nakatani is that you can't get to the flare or the transit. Because the guy in the neck, like... Because Nakatani's like this, right? Because the Nakatani layout, right? You're in this stupid thing, and then you've got to cross the Rubicon, and there's guys in this building, and then there's this freaking stairwell here, and the little passageway, and then up into the cafe. Like you're in here, and you're just like, I've got to like there's just dudes in here. It's just really annoying. You're just like you're here. There's no other extra. You can't go round. There's no staircase. Yeah, you have to go through this. At some point, you either go down the road, which actually in some ways is actually safer, honestly. Because like none of the rest of the map helps. Like all of this garbage just doesn't help at all. Like the Nakatani exit is here, but you obviously can't go to it. You've got like the little walkway section. So, but these guys, they just have a full like killing field on you if they're upstairs. It's annoying. Don't go down the road. Road to underneath transit. But you can't get down the stairs. Like how are you going to get down the staircase? This is the biggest problem. How do you get down the staircase? Across the street. A road to underneath. Yeah. So you have to basically get down here. I actually don't think road is necessarily that bad. In all seriousness, like it's one of those moves that's like it's almost so stupid that it's big brain. Like no one expects you to go down the road, so they hold the choke points inside, but that makes the inside too dangerous. So if you're thinking on the next level, then you just use the road. People think no one does it. I thought no one did it until somebody mentioned it to me. I think it was Ash Rises who said like, oh, I always use the road. And you don't really want to be doing that for the guide either. So that's the reason why, you know, it sucks. If I'm doing the last quest for Theta, can me and my friend pick up the quest item for the Champions Room? I think so. Look at Pestro playing Grand Zero, and then you know that Nakatani is screwed. Why? What does he do? We need a transit. Well, I don't think we need a transit in Nakatani. I think all we need is a staircase. You just need a staircase to get down to Green Flare, like over here. You need like a way to get into... There's that building down here. Like Green Flare is like kind of down there somewhere, right? There's like the weird staircase and it's like a mine thing in the little room. There's a safe. It's like down there, but there's no way through. There's no way in. If you could get down there, or maybe just like... Maybe you can get into the underground a different way or something. Maybe there's like a subway, like stairs or something, anything to stop you having to go through this bit. I mean, you could always cross into the bank building and you can go down that way. You can go downstairs that way. Sitting in the choke point. I mean, yeah, it's where most of the action happens. Estimated time 8:30. No one wants to play this map. Then it maps finds actually being stupid as soon as someone looks out of a window. Yep. Background Zero is Insomnia PvP. Sometimes the PvPs are actually easier to avoid, though. I also technically need to do Insomnia. Ground Zero is a choke point simulator. Yes. Do you play any different servers? Yeah, I play Auto EU, so I play like all of West Europe. So it's probably UK, Germany, France, Spain. I don't know the others, but maybe Switzerland, or I don't know if they have servers in Switzerland. I have no idea. But I just play like Western EU. Yeah, Night Guys is an Insomnia PvP, but also no one. As you can see here, it's like not finding anybody, which is kind of good. I want the choke point to be as few people as possible. Open the underneath the Nakatani, or open the other ramp to the underground, straight out towards the extract. Yeah, maybe. Cheers from Washington State. Cheers. No Brexit for you. Now we play all the European servers. Don't want to just play against British bozos. It does mean that VoIP is less powerful on EU, though. Second time watching live? Excellent. Excellent. Well, welcome in for the second time. So, yeah, we're going to muse lyrically, tactically about this Grand Zero thing. I mean, the other option is obviously just to sit for 20 minutes and just then go, but I can't be bothered to do that. I guess a transit near Nakatani would help, I suppose. One takes you to streets, the other would take you to... I mean, it'd have to be interchange, I think. How come Karund and not Tactec? Because I looted someone's Karund and then just kind of wore it. Any tips for hunting the goons? It's all I need for Kappa. Actually, no. I'm also trying to do that. I've not really looked to do it, though. I was talking to Ida about this the other day, just about how you basically need to look at, like, 4 different goon tracker websites and see, because none of them are, like, that good, so you need to look at all of them and kind of combine them all together. I mean, this could be worse. Appreciate the banter, back to work. Thank you, mate. Okay. So... this is good. But also, I don't want to run into anyone. Tarkov PAL Discord is best. Just people posting screenshots for proof. Yeah, don't think there should be a path down to green flare for Nakatani, but definitely needs better options. Yeah, I don't know what they could change, really. Not sure. Someone saying that on customs, goons need to spawn and be killed before the cultists show up. Do you know if there's any legitimacy? I don't actually know. So we'll let the raid breathe for a minute. It is true. At least on PvE. I guess it stops them fighting each other or any like weird stuff. Over at the hotel on the Tarbank side of the street near Nakatani. Maybe. Tarkov. I don't think I'm on their Discord. I'll write it down so I don't forget. Because I need to have a look at this as well at some point. The single footstep of doom. Guys, there is either Timmy's shitting himself or full on PvP chance. Yeah, basically. You think he was behind me? I actually can't tell. I was kind of facing... Oh. Surely that's only true on lower level Ground Zero, no? Yeah, dailies, yeah. Rolling around. We ready to go? Should we just like wander up? Seen the go exit Camp Nakatani, kill tons of people, then use the transit bug to extract so you wouldn't gain any XP. We still stalk people's profiles, see if they quit the game. Oh my goodness, that is toxic. That's crazy. You need Psycho Sniper patience on Ground Zero. Yeah, I also don't have that. Which side? Where do I need to? Which side is it that I need to go? Where did I come down? I came down through the back, so it's probably this side, right? I think. I'm going the wrong way. I can never remember down here. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. Lol. I'm Nakatani Mira. That's what I've got. Another guy. Rush flare. Switch to green for yellow. Wait for people to die to sniper. Hit the green flare. Steal their gear. That's a pretty funny one. I'm just trying to be careful, just in case there's somebody like ratting around, which there usually is. Clear it and probably be someone stationary that I just can't see because they're like blended into some dustbin or something. Usually how this crap goes. Someone above, I believe. Actually, no. Maybe I want to come out this way. Probably want to be coming out of this side. I would think. Because I want to try to clear this. Would do anything. Right. Do we think we're good? Am I missing any spots where... I mean, could be somebody down the bottom, I guess. If you go too far across, you get blown up, I think. So, I think we're probably alright, aren't we? I think. I'm not like 300% sure, but... Okay. Okay. Not too bad. What quest are you doing? Why are you doing the guide right now? Accidentally. Seemed easy, yes. It always seems easy when it's, you know, when it is easy. Yeah, we're doing the guide. Because, and I want to, this is why I'm doing it in a bit of a weird order, because it was pointed out to me that I had 3 survives already on different maps. And before I died again, I should probably give it a try. And I thought, that's a good idea. So, because like some of the work I've already done without really thinking about it. I don't worry about the guide though. The guide genuinely doesn't concern me. It's you could just cheese your way to completing the guide, and it just takes a bit of time, right? Like you're gonna get it done eventually. Like Psycho Sniper's like way more troubling for me. I was just like, I just don't know if I can get 5 kills without dying with the multi. I just don't know if that's even possible for me. It's like the goons as well, you know. There's no negative progress on the goons. I just find the guide a bit boring. Right, so Lighthouse is probably the next one. Be fiendish if the flag it's had a 5% chance to fail. Well, from hearing various comments, it almost feels like people think that that's the case. But anyway, So Lighthouse next. We'll try that now. And then we'll try to do Path to Shoreline if we can. It depends on where we spawn. I'm going to take the safest extract out of Shoreline. Out of, blah, blah. Out of, Lighthouse, but... Again, should I go night? Should I stay with the night thing? I think I probably should. I think I'll probably stay with night. Yo, what's up? Just finally finished my assessment part 1 and test drive 3 grind. AK12 was a lot of fun. Nice. Yeah, I am enjoying the AK12. It's alright. I think I'm on 10 or something. I've been doing it on reserve instead, but how does the sniper even know the flare you used is green when it's dark orange? When it's dark o'clock. What do you mean? Alright, we'll refresh that one. Didn't actually even do my cultist circle. SD plague mask. I don't actually need that though. I think that was a 14 hour. I think it was just a random one. Another 14 hour. Boo! Boo! More fun with the M1A. I took somebody's suggestion from chat, which was just like put a canted sight on the AK-12. So I'm using the canted a lot on it. You're in raid for 7 minutes, 15 seconds on streets and in labs for 44 seconds. Oh, really? Interesting. Not sure if you checked already, but maybe worth trying to do both transit and extract on 7 minutes on check. I reckon it'll still be survive. I don't actually know. I mean, it's quite hard to actually do that. Okay, so we're doing Lighthouse next. We're going to do Lighthouse Night. Do I need any particular thing? I need Red Rebel and... I'm going to try and transit, though, if I get... what should we do? 4 AM? It's not particularly dark at 4 AM, but... Actually, I think it probably is. But I'm going to leave as soon as I can, so... Are the 6 hour circles bugged? I've been getting a lot more 6 hours, but always random junk. I think that they're a bit weird now, yeah. They lower the chance of 6 hour? I don't know, I don't think so. But they don't necessarily give you all the good stuff, it seems. I've got really restricted list of things that I need now, and it's not really giving me anything. Only reason I had issues because I didn't do customs. Lighthouse was most of the grind. Yeah, I wouldn't do that personally. Most 6 hours haven't got anything useful. I keep getting the last like 4. Thing is, you need to make sure that you've bought all of the stuff in the hideout. So you've bought all of your wires and you've bought all of your military cables and all that stuff, so that they're all ticked off. Because it won't give you things that you already have. So you need to make sure that you've like blocked out all of those slots first. That's one tip I will give you. Problem is that when you don't get it, you've got 75% chance of getting a 14 hours. So if you get relatively unlucky, you know, you can be waiting for like 3 or 4 days before you get a 6 hour. I think I'd rather have a 14 hour than a milk 6 hour. I'm not finding the damn master file set. Have you tried? I don't know where, like, where are files? Do they spawn in smugglers? Pretty much everything seems to spawn in smugglers. Everything tool related, anyway. Smugglers always seems to be the answer, and it's probably less populated these days now that you can even do it as scav if you really want. Woods train depot? Really unlucky. You might have to wait 6. Stab it. The 6 hours bugged, I'm pretty sure. What phenomenon am I experiencing? The gym is giving +2 strength for only 1.6 endurance. You probably have higher endurance than strength. It scales down depending on how high those levels are. The smuggler time indicating the pool is just randomly still fast. What do you mean? Like this stuff. Smugglers is a gold mine? I mean, yeah. Industrial factory on customs. That's good for tools too. Oh, 6 versus 14. Oh, yeah, there is difference. So 6 is the... You've got a quest item or hideout item coming, supposedly. Although some people have been saying that it's bugged, and I think they probably are right. The 14-hour is just like random high-value loot. So you want the 6-hour one. 6 hours definitely bugged. I've had some questionable 6 hours as well. I think it is. I think something is weird with it, but... As I said, I've like blanked out most of the other slots, and it's not giving me good things. Bro, I love your content, but stop promoting PlaySafe It's a data collection scam, nothing more. I think you are wrong. I think you are wrong. They don't collect any data. They don't have anything to sell. What data do you think they have? I think there's something to do with completing final transfer quests. Maybe. I'm not sure. The way it works, they collect as little as possible. There's like very little information going into the system. There's like a picture with the data checker people on Fido, and then they've got like your ID and like a list of games you play. It's like really, really minimal. It's just like as limited as it can be. It's quite novel, to be honest. They have way more to gain by, if this thing works, integrating into different games and becoming like another layer alongside BattleEye than they do trying to like sell random people's data as well. Like, it doesn't make sense. As soon as it comes out, like as soon as they're seen to be doing anything like that, right, it'll immediately come out and no one will ever use them again. It doesn't make sense. Question, can I get the far forward DPSU in the cultist circle? I do not believe so. I went to Lighthouse at the end of my test drive for some questing and got 3 kills, almost 4 in chalets in one raid. The inconsistent lag combined with the Valday on customs is horrible. Yeah, the FPS is tough on customs at the moment because of that stupid building in the middle. It's lame. It really is lame. They really need to fix it. It's very problematic. I mean, I quite like Reserve. I've been enjoying Reserve. I had to do Raiders in the Underground anyway, so... Yes, but that's true. But I don't want to just be like, oh well, if you don't have to do it, then you don't want to, right? Because it still doesn't really like. You're totally correct. It doesn't kind of like counter the main point though, which is that they actually don't want they don't want to have your data. It just makes them a target for like getting hacked and stuff. They'd rather not have anything. It makes life a lot easier if they don't. I would love PlaySafe ID. Did you guys know that they have integrated into... Because a lot of people... There was a lot of speculation about them, right? When they first were talking about like creating it and doing it, and they've been doing a load of work on it. They have actually integrated in their first game. They're integrated into Scum. I'm following the Scum servers. Nice. I'm intrigued. I'm like almost tempted to like buy Scum just to see. Apparently those guys are loving it. Yeah, nothing but positivity. Yeah, like those guys are loving it. Does this mean Scum has no cheaters? It just means if you cheat and you get caught, you can't come back. Oh, this is like perfect, no? So yeah, it's about people not being able to come back after they've cheated. So it doesn't stop people cheating on day one. But because it's not anti-cheat. It's not anti-cheat in and of itself, right? Where's the transit? Oh, come on. No, let me use the transit, you stupid, stupid thing. Like glitching up and down, like... Wait, what? I'm very confused. Okay, I have to stand specifically here. Yeah, you can't use it for the first minute. Yes, you're right. I forgot about that. But then it wouldn't let me use it while I was lying down, which was my bigger issue. Transit does count, yeah. What's the tech behind PlaySafe? So... I'll tell you in a sec. Are we try-harding today? Yes, we're doing the guide at the moment. First time catching a stream, level YouTube guys. Nice one. Yes, okay, so PlaySafe ID sits over the cheater, anti-cheat stuff. So it's not anti-cheat, but what it does is effectively, the idea behind it is to ensure that you can only have one PlaySafe account. You can bypass run-throughs with the transits? Yes. Because transit counts as survive and extract for quests and stuff like that. Yeah, so PlaySafe ID is... You have a PlaySafe ID account, you link it with the game, and then if you get caught cheating on that game, your PlaySafe ID account gets banned. Maybe, probably. Not necessarily. They have their own... You know, they can decide to do whatever. Like, if you get, like... Say you get banned for, like, chat abuse or something, like, they don't have to ban you. They're only really... They're not banning people for, like... anything like that. They're banning people for like actually cheating. So if you get banned, because they basically take the reason from the game dev. So if it's like banned for like, I don't even know, aimbot or whatever it might be, and it's like cut and dried, then they ban you for that. And then you can then not get back in because you can't get another PlaySafe ID account. Your account is then burned. So rather than people being able to buy another account and getting back in, PlaySafe ID stops you from doing that. Why are you shilling for PlaySafe ID so hard? I love the word shilling. I genuinely think it is the only way we're going to fix cheating in video games. You understand that they use existing anti-cheats for detection? Correct. I mean, there's still going to be multiple cheats on PlaySafe ID servers. Some, when there's a novel new cheat that comes out. But the part of the thing is that you can't infinitely iterate against the cheat detection either, because you get banned once and that's the end of it. The company behind PlaySafe purchased another company that settled out of court for millions because they stole biodata from clients. Do you know the details of that case? Because I do, and it's not as obvious as usual, right? It's not as cut and dried as it looks. So in that particular case, they did do something wrong. And what they did was they did not tell users that they were collecting a certain type of data, which in that particular state in the United States is not allowed unless people consent to that particular type of data being collected. And they didn't tell people. And so, you know, that obviously that was against the law. So it depends on whether you want to determine that as like stealing biodata from clients. They basically made an error, right? As far as I'm concerned. Yes, with PlaySafe ID, cheaters have to be perfect at all times. They don't get to iterate infinitely against the anti-cheat platform. Like right now, you can try a cheat, get banned by another account, try a cheat, get banned by another account, try another cheat, and eventually after doing it, 10 times or whatever, you'll find one that works and then you can sell it. But you're not allowed to do that on PlaySafe servers, because as soon as you find because as soon as you try, that's it, you're banned. You have to like find another there are other ways of getting like another account, but like that account's like burned forever, and it's tied to like an individual. PlaySafe wants to police voice chat. They said they don't want to do that. Example of giving your data to a single source of an untrusted company overseas. No, it wasn't an error. If it was, they wouldn't need to pay millions. Yeah, it was. It is. Ignorance is no excuse in the law, right? Like, if your platform does X, Y, Z, and one particular state says you have to do this specific thing, and you miss that, like, you're definitely getting sued for that. Which part, Jaxper, you show me? Yeah, so cat and mouse detection is still a problem with like anti-cheating, but the issue is that people who cheat then can't get back in, and the tech behind the verification is very slick. Yeah, they collected data in one state where they shouldn't have. That's why they got sued. That's why they settled for it. Do you think they wanted to do that? Do you think they purposefully did that? On purpose? To collect in one particular state, they like on purpose didn't put the consent in for that one particular state? On purpose? So they could get that tiny extra bit of biodata? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay. So we'll just transit back to, oh no, we'll just extract back to Lighthouse. Use the path to Lighthouse, extract to leave, and then see if this works. I'll reach out again in a sec. Give me a minute. So we're not doing the transit, we're doing the actual extract. Curious, is using River Tuner considered cheating? I don't think so. I don't think anybody's ever been banned for using River Tuner, have they? Has the MCX compared to the 556? I mean, it's more powerful. I feel like the MCX maybe doesn't necessarily feel quite as good as the M4. I don't know. Something about the M4 just feels... Maybe we're just really practiced with it. But it feels good. It's a lot better than it used to be. Right, what were we saying? Crazy to me how... Some cheaters just blatantly kill me. Sometimes I get a constant 15 KD with only 1,200 hours. It's crazy how some of the cheaters I have just don't care. If you was cheating a football match or a game of poker, you would get arrested. Thing is, it's like, you can't police the world, right? For cheating. That's why like enforcement and legality doesn't work. There's lots of jurisdictions around the world that just couldn't care less about this. Have you ever seen someone with max intellect? I'm not sure. Waiting for Gigabeef to have to walk all this back when the inevitable data breach reveals they haven't been deleting anything. Well, you know what? If that happens and they're operating illegally, then, screw me, right? Like, that's kind of like not walking down the street because someone might swerve off the road and kill you, right? Like, it's just like, fuck me, man, right? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, if they lied about that and they lied about it to their investors, and they lied about it to their clients, and they lied about it for all of these to all these other people, and then it comes out, then like, all right, you know. But anyway, I think it's the only way that we fix the cheating problem across the industry. That's why I'm behind it, because I can't see any other way of it working. There are no other better ways of making it work. BF6, TMP, secure boot, like it helps, but then the guys just get around it because they can iterate against it endlessly. It is the only way. You're probably going to tell me about AI anti-cheat next, right? But the guys who are making the hacks are also using AI. Like it's an arms race. The only way you can do it is with real ID. I don't like it as much as you don't like it. To be honest with you, I wish this wasn't so. But there is no other way. Otherwise, everybody would have done it. Why is AAA gaming rife with cheating? Everywhere, on every game. It's the only way. It's the only. I don't see any other way. Maybe it's not the only other way, but nobody has thought of that other way yet. It's the only. It's the only solution that's like out there right now that might actually work. Real ID is even bigger security risk because the risk factor is government level. Depends how it's done. It depends how it's done. Right, so how many through are we now? We're actually nearly done. So let's do interchange next, I guess. kind of surprised, but really. It's not the best time. Maybe we'll just go like, well. Do I have a green flare? I've got to make sure I actually have one. Because if I spawn in a certain place, I can run to smugglers and go out that way. Oh, people who are underage, their PlaySafe ID account is nested under an adult's. The thing, Frank says about it is that like they delete your ID is checked, and then your face, the actual face bit, is hashed and stored with the data provider, just your face. That's then linked to the PlaySafe account IDs, which PlaySafe keep, and then your government ID is deleted. No implementations are currently being proposed that do not either outright require or at least implicitly assume government level oversight release compliance. What do you mean by that? Like you need a government issued ID, because it's like one of the reasons why it works is because it piggybacks off the way that the banking system has been set up to do lots of stuff. So in the UK we have like facial recognition ID whatever for opening a bank account. So it's the same tech. Except they actually probably keep the data for banking. They can't do whatever they want with it, right, Gil? They can't. We know how poorly these things work, how often use leaks companies. Yeah, because they're keeping the info. These guys, the system is designed in such a way that deletes the info. Ignoring the fact that this uses existing anti-cheats. It does. It does. Majority of client-end anti-cheats only affected like 30-40%. What stops the undetected cheaters from cheating on PlaySafe? If a cheat is never detected, and there's no way to tell that person is ever cheating, then they won't be detected. That is true. Like, I've spent a long time talking to Andrew, the CEO, and he spent an incredibly long time trying to minimize the amount of data collection. For this reason, because people are rightly skeptical. People are rightly concerned, and data breaches happen all the time. So he's His opinion on the matter is, I don't want any data because then there can't be a breach. They're absolutely keeping the info. It would be illegal for them to keep the information. There is a hash of your face info stored with on Fido, which are the people that do the facial recognition bits that stops you getting a second account. Have you thought about making a video about the new spawns on Shoreline? No, I've actually hardly played Shoreline. It's been wild. Really. I've hardly played it. Yes, if PlaySafe correctly writes over the TOS, it'd be a crime for them to keep the information. So you can I stretch the term reasonably here, but you can reasonably argue that they are going to act outside of the law. Nobody can prove you wrong on that. But if they're found to be acting illegally, they'll get shut down, right? Can you just AI a new photo and pass it over your ID? No, because you need your ID and you need your own face. Doesn't matter if it's illegal or not, they'll pay whatever fines. These guys aren't a megacorp. They're a startup. They're not, like, they don't have the same, they're not in the same league as, like, Google or whoever. Like, for those guys, like, sure, yeah, they pay the fine and just get on with life, right? It's not the same for a startup. You just get shut down. They'll just kill you, right? You're not systematically important. Right. Ah, okay. All right, we're doing this one then, I guess. Although I guess I do have to, I guess this isn't a transit, so I do have to wait, don't I? How does Face ID know what my own face is? Well, when you sign up, you show them the government ID. They look at the face on that. They take the face. Onfido stores it. They delete the rest of the ID. They then look at your own face and see whether your face matches the ID. It's the same as like any kind of like facial, like hard facial recognition system that they use in like finance and banking. What if I wear an $80,000 prosthetic to pool places thinking I'm a new man? Well, you'd need a government ID to go with it. But also at that point, I don't think we have to worry too much, right? Is this gonna cause me some problems actually being at smugglers? Startup goes bankrupt and dies, but the founder's already got rich. Not if the company's worth nothing. That's just not true. Banned from Tarkov after getting the Chad jaw surgery. Are you taking flare out? I am intending to, yeah. But I've got to survive, so I can't, because I need to transit. Sorry, it's either transit immediately or do the flare. But we're close enough that I'm just making sure nobody runs over this. What if you have an evil twin? Well, then you can use their ID. One extra time. Yeah. If the system doesn't catch that you are different, if you are actually identical, like you look actually identical, then yeah, you could probably use their ID. But then they're banned too. Who's when you spawn a patty like towers, you can sprint to resort. Now there might be a sniper waiting for you. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, if you don't want to use it, don't. Yeah, exactly. If you don't want to use it, don't. Are we participating if it gets off the ground? Me too. Me too. I was saying before they're integrated into Scum. Somebody was just asking me about PlaySafe. That's why we started the conversation. When can we go? 33? Yeah, just get plastic surgery, change your face, and move countries for a new ID every time you get banned. Exactly. That's all you got to do. all you got to do. I'm doing the guide, yes. We're doing the guide. I got four maps done. Or 3 maps done. And then somebody in chat was like, you should probably do the guide. And I was like, oh, okay. A lot of grandmas with 20 KD in Tarkov when it happens. Well, it's funny because you'd have to basically like live like very close to your grandma, because the way it works is that if your like IP is different or your hardware is different or whatever, you have to like resync your account. So you open up the PlaySafe thing, it says you need to relog in. You do the QR code, you scan your face, and you say, yes, it's really me. Whereas if you're using grandma's ID, you need to scan your grandma's face. So if you move IP address or whatever, that it's like too far geographically, you have to do the reauth. So that's what stops people from... you got to scan your nan. You're like, Nan, you're coming to live with me. You're gonna live in the end bedroom because I need you to cheat on Tarkov. I understand people's concerns. Me too. But what I would say, though, is that I do believe Andrew is acting in good faith. Who is the CEO of PlaySafe. He's like my age, if you haven't seen him. He's like, hey, I had a really cool idea and let's try and make this thing. And he's worked broadly in like the venture capital, like startup tech kind of world. So he knows how to like actually get something off the ground, which is how they got the first mill into the company to actually build the original system. SpongeMan, hey, thanks, mate. Bribing a Venezuelan government official for a fake ID. Yeah, but then you're going to get caught on the reauth process is the thing. If you create a PlayStation account with an AI-generated photo of a face, you can continue the AI face. Can't do that because you have to scan your actual face. So there's some really, really clever stuff that's like... And this is why PlayStation ID is quite clever, because the hard part of the tech is not done by them. It's done by these Onfido people who work for banks and other places who need like hardcore security that's actually going to work. And if you try to do... Basically, when they do the face scan, you can't just like intercept it with an AI version. Because what they do, it gets done off the phone, and they use the camera and they change stuff, like they like make micro adjustments to like the focus, to the contrast, whatever, to make sure it's a real camera feed. So if it doesn't respond when they tweak stuff, then it's not real and you get blocked. Yeah, how does PlaySafe know what actual face is? Because you show them your government ID and then your actual face. And then they take the face map from the government ID in some format, whatever it is, the format that they need to actually, do what they need to do. That stays with the data provider. The rest of the government ID gets deleted. That gets linked to your PlaySafe account, and then you're allowed to use your PlaySafe account. Then if you move country or whatever, your ID appears in another country, you have to rescan your face. They check it against the map that they've got. There you go. So they don't have your government ID. They've got they have your face or whatever the details they need to, the cheekbones, whatever gets stored for, facial recognition. It's probably not an actual picture, but some like metadata file of like your face. I don't know. So they have to have that, right? It doesn't work without it. So that's the minimum viable product requires them to at least know what your face looks like from your government ID. They don't need your government ID, they just need the face on it. So they need to see it's a government ID, see it's real, a real government ID, and your face, and then they can throw once they know that it's real, they don't care about the rest of the ID, right? They throw the rest of the ID away. It's just a picture of your face. After that. Right, we can go. Should we try and leave? Am I going to die to some camper? I'm not sure how far you can go across without getting shot. I'm hoping it's to here. I think there's a whole bunch of scavs down there. which is actually probably a good thing. I should probably have used an SJ6 or something, given it's like... Just in case, be super paranoid. Okay. Link your PlaySafe account to DNA provider. But then you got like, how are you going to re-auth anybody? Then you got to scan someone's DNA. That's crazy. You don't have to trust them, Mr. White. You don't have to trust them. That's up to you. You can go this far left of camp? Yeah. Given the current RAM or GPU price, the hardware change seems unlikely. Well, what's the other solution, Kirsten? I wish there was another one. What's the other solution? The only way, like, what's the solution? Yeah, you don't have to participate. You can participate in these games without doing it. But what's the other solution? It's only works until it's de facto necessary to play multiplayer. Could be the case in the end. Could be, yeah. Could be. Then you're going to have to choose not to play those games. The solution is no solution. The people who, like, are really, really, really hardline against it, like yourself, I actually think that you're probably more likely to be a cheater than like a free market libertarian type person. I actually think you're more likely to be a cheater. The solution is no solution. Who cares about cheating a video game? That is like 100% cheater chat. Like, I distrust you for being a cheater because of your like stance. Deep I don't, because he's a lot more reasonable. And I can understand the concerns. But to me, it sounds like you want to be able to cheat and you don't like the system because it's not going to allow you to cheat. Like, I'm sorry, but that's what it sounds like to me. Right, we've got one more to do. We'll do woods. Let's go. The irony here, it would be incredibly ironic if I died at Green Flay, if somebody shot me for Psycho Sniper. That would be ultimate irony. Solution to what? Yeah, to cheaters across all video games. That's an absolute plague across every game. Arc Raiders, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Tarkov, Rust, everything. Every game. If your rebuttal is you're a cheater, we're at 2013 RC levels of depth in the chatting. I just think some of you guys want the option to do it. Otherwise, like, I don't see... I can understand the concerns, but... There's... I don't know. I just find it crazy. For your stance to be like, I'd rather that it just not be fixed, and cheaters just continue to make a living and ruin people's precious time, than like, here's an actual solution that uses the minimal amount of data possible. It's not, we're not talking about like government overreach in terms of like the UK security, whatever, where like, you know, the system is done in a really bad way. Companies have to do whatever they have to do to stay within the regulations, so they implement it in a shoddy way that allows them to stay within the reg. Like this is not like that. This is different. The moment your face is scanned, it's out there. The government already has your face, though. Like, how did they print your ID in the first place? Don't really like the idea of my accounts linked government ID, but the government probably knows anyway. If there's a guarantee my docs can be leaked, that's a bit different. Yeah, like, I don't think anybody wants their government ID linked to their gaming accounts, really. I don't think anybody really wants that. Heck if I don't trust the gov with that either. No, but you don't have any choice, right? You don't have any choice. So your information is already with the gov. That could already be hacked, leaked, whatever. Like this, they have like the barest minimal amount of data that's even possible. What are people even going to do? Like, why would they go after, on Fido, like the big platform that deals with all the banking stuff, for like your Tarkov PlaySafe ID login, when literally it's just like a picture of your face, when they could go after like actual money in banks? Why would they go after gamers? It doesn't make sense. It's for far more important stuff than EFT lab kiddies. But what are people like? What do you think's actually going to happen? Like the worst case, the startup's not doing the processing, so the entire like onboarding of facial recognition is done by Onfido. PlaySafe ID don't even see the ID. They get a yes or no. Has this person been seen before? If they haven't been seen before, issue them a PlaySafe ID account. If they have been seen before, don't issue them a PlaySafe ID account. A lighter weakness. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we're talking like elements of risk, right? These things go from 0 risk to 100. My belief is that this is very, very low on the levels of risk about having ID out there. Going after gamers is massive, massive left risk. Yeah, but there's no reward either. You've got list of faces with nothing. You've got PlaySafe ID, right? It's just crazy. Yeah, if you don't play safe, just play on the cheater servers. Exactly. I think the level of risk is as small as it can be. Andrew's built it in that way to make it as little, because he knows gamers are skeptical and rightly suspect of everything online. He knows this. He plays games. He's played EFT. He plays loads of games. He's a gamer like us. He's actually younger than me, Andrew. But he had this idea of, piggybacking off the banking system to be able to utilize tech that's like not going to be built for gaming, because gaming is just not important enough. But we can piggyback off an important industry that does justify the investment into, AI, anti-AI facial detection and all this rubbish, right? We piggyback off the back of that and collect the minimum amount of data possible to make it physically work. What qualification do you have that grants you the knowledge to make an assessment about the risk level? My qualification is that I am assessing my own risk, and I am going to get myself a PlaySafe ID account because I have deemed that it is low enough risk for me. What qualification do you have that tells you that tells me that you have any say over whether I sign up for it or not? You have no right to tell me that I shouldn't do this, as with all the other people who are going to be doing it. Everybody's going to make their own individual risk assessment. And if you decide that you don't want to do it, then that's on you. And if people do decide that they do want to do it, then that's on them. Otherwise, then you're dictating to us what we should do with our own personal data. And you're now infringing upon our right to choose, which in itself is quite ironic. You're getting paid to promote a product that could potentially harm your audience? I'm not getting paid at all for PlaySafe. I did some stuff with them because I wanted to do some promos with them. I actually reached out to them in the first place. And I'm not getting paid by them at all at the moment. Who pays? The devs, like they do for BattleEye. There's a sponsor video on YouTube? Yep. I did some sponsorships with them. I'm not being paid right now. I genuinely believe this is a good thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. I would not. I asked them to sponsor the channel. Andrew didn't know who I was. I reached out to him. Oh, this is probably the worst possible map that we have for the final map. Worst possible spawn for the final map. Outskirts from here. That sucks. Factory transit is right next to you. Does the guide complete if you go through the factory transit though? Or do you need to survive the final raid? Still serious sonar? I wouldn't use any 3D audio stuff. Yes, but you need to extract from factory. Yeah, see, yeah, because you can't die, can you? You can't die, so I don't think it's a good idea. Factory's easy now. Factory's too variable. That's why we do it early. Oh, it certainly works if you crash during transit. Oh, I don't want to do the bug. Doing the bug's horrible. Worth transit bugging this spawn is terrible. I do have factory key on me, yeah. I think. Yeah, I do. But you could go car. Good. I've still got to go around the edge. Do it, just play safe. I don't know. You could just get like randomly killed. Well, I guess you're. Well, maybe you're right. I'm gonna get baited into doing this now. Like, where would be a really bad spawn? If I spawn in that middle room, in that middle back room, the one that opens out straight onto the like hole in the floor area, there is no extract without an infill next to me. Yeah, I wouldn't use sonar or any 3D system, personally. Just use vanilla binaural audio. Don't you do anything different. Still better than running across all of woods. I mean, we could try car, though. Car's, like, a bit sketch, but... I would admit I abuse the transit bug only for labs and streets, because on OT the map's being infested from cheaters. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. You could transit to customs and extract from there. Yeah, gate 5. Yeah, gate 5's horrible. I have flare. Yeah, I've got flare. Transit bug on reserve makes a whole different map. I'm guessing this won't be a YouTube video similar to Psycho Sniper. Oh no, the guide's really dull. Yeah, the guide. I don't want to make a video about the guide. The guide sucks. I think factory is safer than risking random night sniper. Are you going to do escort? Nah. That's not necessary, right? If you get 5, you sit still with a closed door. You get boiler, you under dragnet, walk slowly to gate 0. Yeah, we're doing the guide. I'm sweating. Yeah, no one would have Kappa? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it? Now that you cross this player, the chance for car is better. Yeah, how dark is it? I think the issue is it's not that dark. Is the main problem. So I have two choices. I either do factory transit and then leave out of factory, which is like if you want to leave immediately. Also, like if I'm in forklifts as well, there's no extract. I guess it's the underground. Yeah, wait for the BTR. Nah, I don't. Customs. I don't want to do customs. You know, factory honestly is probably not a bad shout. Should we try it? Should we just do it for the lols? Should we just do it for the lols? At least it's quick. Probably PK up, honestly. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is that I have to do it again, right? Which is really, for the guide, it's really not that bad. Again, you can also do it offline very easily, to be honest. It's nowhere near as hard as Psycho Sniper. Like, that quest is really, really, really rough. Let's just do it. To hell with it. I'm hoping your game crashes. We're going to transit bug? Now we can play factory. We can play it out. Transit feature in before game crash during transit. I mean, if it does, then that saves us, right? But you save 20-30 minutes running across woods if car's not here. Exactly. It may be quick. Doing it again is longer than going around all the woods. I think that the chances are that we have an okay spawn though, right? Like, we can get gate 3, forklifts, med, gate 0, and any of the iterations of those, and we'll be alright. Transit back to woods now. Does accidental... Yeah, accidental PC crash does work for Survive. It does. But, that sucks, right? Are you at least running Classics plates? I'm actually not. Is there a small, succinct list of final quests required to get collector? Don't know. You can look at it in Tarkov Companion app. That kind of helps. You like check all your quests off and then look at it in there. But... you spawn outside the office. Well, we'll see. If I spawn, yeah, if I spawn like, I don't know if this is going to be day or night factory actually. I'm calling it med tent. Well, if it's med tent, that'd be easy. Need a hand count to ensure you don't hit those sneaky keys. Hands up. Hands up. Yeah, office yard. Yeah, the main entrance. Yeah. Yep. My bet is you spawn at gate 0. That's also fine, right? All of those are okay. I'm level 21 Tarkov. How can I get plates or mod armors? Do I really have to go into level 30? You can buy class 4 plates off the flea market in the guise of certain armors. So look for 6B13s. Scroll down a bit and you should probably find them with 2 plates inside. You can buy MMAX, MMAC. You can buy Banshees. You can buy Highcom Troopers, and they should have monoclete plates in them. You need to scroll down a bit. So the first ones will have 0 out of 0 on, or 0 out of 2, sorry, on the plate bit. But then the ones lower down than that will have like plates inside. So you can do it that way once you're level 15, which you are. I pray you spawn next to an extract. We will see. Do you have to wait before extracting it if you use the transit? No. If it doesn't seem so. I'm not sure if you like get in, transit instantly, spawn in within like 3 minutes, and then extract immediately. I'm not sure if that counts. I don't know, but like we waited 7 minutes anyway, so. Yeah, we're just gonna do a run through here. Yeah, that's all we're gonna do. Just gonna do a run through. Depends where we spawn, but let's see. Oh yes, the minimum 45 seconds. Oh, that is unfortunate. Why run through? Because we don't actually need to... I transited, so we could just get straight out. Sauciest possible spawn, like right next to the guy from gate 3. Shame you can't relock the door behind you. Exactly. Boom! Only heart racing. You know what? I'm actually chill. I'm actually pretty chill. Glad I was already sitting on the toilet. Is there a genuine answer to which materials are better? In my understanding, is that ceramic is the best for like 1-2 shots. You may get one repair. HWMP is good, but you can repair it heaps. It's literally all about effective durability. Ceramic is often not the best. You want to be able to look at the effective durability. So, if you want to know exactly how to do it, durability points, look at the material, look at the ballistics wiki page, take the destructibility chart, divide the durability by the destructibility, and there you go. That should be on the wiki for all the plates, though. Yeah, luckily Factory's 500 exits, exactly. Exactly. Factory's the most chill map for me since it's so predictable with the spawns. I mean, I guess you know where people are, right? So, Tarkov's best guide does the guide. Nice. Yeah, first try as well. I mean, I'm really not worried about the guide. I mean, it's not a quest that worries me. That's why I haven't bothered with it so far. I'm literally abstaining from Game of Thrones because I had to know if you made it. Thanks, Jake. I want to save the ending. I'm a bit worried of getting 4 PMCs without dying once I get Intel 3. Oh, is that like an easier version of Psycho Sniper? Can you use any guns or anything? Right, let's just finish this before we accidentally... There we go. Cool. Completed. And you get like $1 billion, which is quite nice. The cleaner. Do you need to do the cleaner? The kappa? No, you don't. Lovely. The cleaner. And now we can buy slap plates. So we can have a class 5 forehead. If we so wish. Class 5 forehead. And you can put them on things like... Oh, wait. You can't put them on that. You put them on the TC-1002s. Let me see. What is available? Oh, it's actually only these. Yeah, it's TC-1001s and 2s. Okay. Right, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to check whether I can keep going or whether I have to go. Give me 1 minute. Right. Dinner is in the oven. Okay, cool. Class 5 ULAC would be too powerful. Yeah, you'll probably be able to buy it on ref soon, right? Suggest it as a thing to Nikita. Well, hey, mate. Why isn't the fast MT with the faceplate more common? It's class 4 and you can wear a death mask under it. Because... Why? Because you can't wear... I don't think you can wear the... I don't think you can wear the thing. Do I not have one? I thought I had a fast MT. Search in item components. Oh, it's because it's called... Yeah. Anyway. So you can't have the chops and the ear, these ones. I think you can wear something, can't you? But if you don't have the chops... Thing is, the visor, though... Oops. It's because I don't think this helps. Also, it makes the screen go grubby. You may as well just wear this. I know you can't double them up, but I don't think it really helps. There's not many situations where it actually matters. Yeah, fast MT face mask is blurry, yeah. Fast MT faceplate's 3. So, like, everything goes through it. Like, that's why people have stopped using them. You can't use any... Oh wait, that doesn't even fit this. I always forget about the compatibilities these days, to be honest with you. Okay. Alright, okay, so we did the guide. So what else is annoying then? What other quests are annoying? What should I focus on, my friends? We've got a little bit of extra time. Is there anything in here? Like, have a look through here. Like, obviously I've got to do test drive. So we'll do that. But, like, non-MCX... Stuff I can do the MCX with. What's going to be annoying through this list? I don't think I need to do any of these. I've got to do Lost Contact, but that's just random lighthouse stuff. I probably should do these. And like Lend-Lease and stuff. I haven't bothered doing these. Oh yeah, I want to do chumming. Oh, but I want to do that with the AK. Whatever. Grenadier. Have I done Grenadier? I've got one more kill to do. Do you need Grenadier for Kappa? You do, right? You just don't need... It doesn't block anymore, does it? I think that's the deal. Wait, it says no. It says you don't need it anymore. Deacon Tam. I mean, it's kind of easy, but... What else have I got on Interchange? Have I got anything else? I literally just have decontamination service on its own. Vitamins, I've already done. I think I've already done it. I think I've already done vitamins for the bit on Interchange. I've left all the Shoreline Resort stuff because there's the ones I don't have. What else is annoying? What else is painful? Got to do the cult at some point. Still have to do Insomnia, but that's just kind of getting done over time. Terror Group employee. Anything annoying in here? I still have to do capacity check. Actually, there was a couple of random factory ones, wasn't there, that opened out. I do have to do the goons. I do have to do the goons. Nighttime Shoreline Resort. It's just boring, though. I could do it. I'll do it eventually, but it's just dull. I don't really feel like doing it. What were the factory ones? The walls have eyes. Okay. And... fix the reactors with a tool set. The walls have broken legs, exactly. Do you need to do that annoying one? That mechanic one? How much are tool sets now? 20k. They're like really cheap. Oh, I have to bring a bag. Where's that other tool set that I bought? Hey. No. I'm just doing the end of my stream, by the way. I put the stuff in. That's okay. I just put the stuff in because I didn't think you'd be back until 5-ish. Cool. No, I didn't realize. Bye. Just the wifey. Asking about some stuffs. Right, let's try and get this random garbage done. Should we do daytime or nighttime? Nighttime factory genuinely feels safer these days. I feel like I'm going to get, like, ratted by somebody on day. Private conversation league. Yeah. Night factories less players and also less scav army. Yeah, it's just easier, I think. Wait, I'm not wearing my MVGs. Oh, come on. Games all min-maxing, the only downside is the way... Oh, the tactic heavy trooper. Oh, the one that looks like Star Wars. It's only like level 1 or 2 though, isn't it? What's for dinner? We're having, I think it's, what is it? Is it chicken pie? I think it's a chicken pie. My wife's got, she's been doing like lots of, she's been doing like big batch cooks and then freezing them. So that we can have like a whole bunch of stuff just in the freezer and then we can just like, I can just go and turn the oven on and pop it in. So by the time she gets back with the kids, so my youngest is here with my mother-in-law, actually. She's looking after her at the minute. And my eldest is at a club at school, so my wife's gone to pick her up. So by the time when they get in, it can be ready and I can still work, right, as well. So she like can do the cooking when it's like more suitable. Rather than like having to do it now. Because cooking like now with kids it's hard, right? Because you know, they want to be fed like straight away and they get hangry. Jeez, man, how old are you? Yeah, I'm Unk, as they say. Night Factory, do you run into killer impersonators? It seems to have been a lot better Night Factory than it has day. How would you rate your cooking? I mean, mine's pretty, I would say basic. I'm like level 1 nutrition unit level of cooking. I can function and survive. But slow cooker's the go? Yeah, that's good as well. Slow cooker's also really good. You look like you're 20. I've got, yeah, I've won the lottery in that respect. It used to be a real problem when I was younger because I used to get ID'd for stuff constantly. It was really annoying. But now, after the age of 30, now things are looking up. Things are looking up. See, a lot of people think I'm like mid-20s or something. But now I have a wife and 2 kids. No way you're 30. Over. My 30th birthday wasn't that recent. Did you find the Phantom Youth? Yeah. Another common chat comment has been that there's like a picture of me aging in my attic. Wait, do you need a 4-kill raid? 4 PMC kill raid? Or is it 4 kills without dying like Psycho Sniper? Are you closer to 30 or 40? I'm actually closer to 40 now. I'm basically mid-30s. I mean, my eldest is 5, so... 4 kills without dying. Okay, well, I mean, that's okay, right? You can get, like, a killer raid or something. Just play it like Psycho Sniper. Just play really, really safe. It was a lot easier if you can just do it with a... Do what I did, just camp Woodsex, Phil, but camp it with, like, an SR-25 with the... That's so mad. Thank you. Did you meet your wife in college or something? I actually met her. We've actually been together for ages. I met my wife when I was 16. We've been together for a long time, really long time. We just got lucky out, honestly. Like we just vibed, and that was it. You start to get the random aches and pains debuff that comes after 30. Well, yeah, you know, like I really hurt my back the other day, right? No, I should probably put some painkillers on. Remember, like I was like my back, I really like destroyed my back the other day. There you go. Now, is it this thing? If I remember correctly, it's something to do with this. Am I thinking of a different task? I don't know why these are all grayed out. This is really weird. Fix the first reactor mixer. You're thinking of the marker quest? Yeah, I am. Where should I be going? Where do I need to go? The engines on the 3 boilers middle room. Oh god, the one. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll do the walls have eyes then. We'll do that one first. See what happens. This quest is gross. Jumps them all from the rafters. It'll be alright. Keep failing to kill 7 PMCs without killing ScavTalk. Shouldn't have accepted it. Which one's that one? Need a tool set for each? I actually do have 3 tool sets. We'll just do them sequentially. It'll be okay. What's that? I don't know what kind of gun that is. I want to say G36. RPD? Yeah, something slow-ish. It's like 700 RPM, right? AK-12? You think? Velociraptor? Guess it could be. Someone's shooting up there. Bathroom. Can hear the floor going off. $700 fire rate for sure. Yeah, feels like it. All the like random patches are just like what's working in here now at this point? Mark 47 could be. Could be. Seems like a quite geared raid, actually. Surprisingly. So the other one is in the other corner. Just thinking, where do we go next? So the next one is over by Med. And then one is over by Gate 3. I might just flip underneath and go and do one of those. This guy's in office, so like... The only issue with this is like getting out of the damn... We'll just go chill. Actually, quest to CBT simulator. A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Be alright. It'll be okay. Do not worry, my friends. So we know there's a guy over there. He's shooting up into office. There's a guy in office. There's probably 2 more on the other side of the map. I don't want to go yet because I'll know. Oh yeah, I forgot the factory is actually longer. Factory is actually 25 rather than 20 minutes. Shotguns going off. There's probably... Okay, so there's the forklift people fighting random scavs, I guess. Ways you do with some friends? Well, that's kind of the whole of Tarkov. That's like... That's part of my deal. How to play the game solo if you're not that good. Although I've got a lot better, actually. I will say. I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but... In fairness, I have actually gotten a lot better. I blame Arena a lot for that. To be honest with you. Someone please buy my pipe wrench and teapots. Oh, you can hear all the people rustling about. Interesting. So no one's come through here then? Not really, anyway. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you're exposed to scavs and it's 40-second timers. They are annoying. You've ready to help me get better at the game? Thanks for the content. Play mostly solo as well. Hell yeah, Raven. Right. What now then? What's kind of the easiest? I don't actually have that many. I was not expecting to be in raid this long, but I mean, it was secretly goated. I know people. What if I go up here? I actually think this might be better. Arena was goated for that's a scav, so that's actually probably a good thing. Arena was goated for getting better at the game. Don't shout at me, mate. Oh. Oh. Spooky boys. I hope that someone's not in here. Okay. Civic Containment map has too many stutters since the snow. Yeah, I just play Chop Chop Last Hero, and then I play Bay 5 and Bowl on Checkpoint, and that's it. That's all I play. Hey Zachary, what's up, dude? MCX is really good, and with the new parts, it became excellent, if not ridiculous. Range is kind of in downside. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's really good. I genuinely think it's really good. Who's that turning on the right? So where are we going to go then? Oh, interesting. Ah! What the hell? Is that more scavs? What the hell is going on? Let's repack. Yeah, Ninja Scavs. What's your go-to guns right now? AK-3, MCX, NL555. I think those are solid, honestly. I think those are good. You could add something like... I mean, honestly, that's fine. It's actually good. You could add like the RD704 if you wanted, if you've got BP. S25 is good as well, but I don't know if I'd choose it over the AK308. You know? This road's very campy. I can't tell where these people are. I think they're above me. I think they're just above me, these guys. That's so sick! That was so sick! That was so sick! Mate, that was so sick! Oh, that was great! Oh man, the adrenaline. Holy crap. I don't even know where to stand still. That was so sick. Chop shot plays? Dude, that was so good. Oh my word, that was so good. I feel so good about that. Did they even hit you once? I don't think so. I think there's another guy like further away, but and that felt amazing. Bloodbag will be proud. Look, it's the Alton boys as well. Did I neck the guy? No, I hit him in the top of the head. Okay. I mean, maybe I just leave this stuff here for a bit. Actually dismantled and set into 1v1s. Yeah. It was an RPD. Yeah, you were right. Oh, he's doing the same quest as me. Lovely. Yes, Bloodbag would be proud. Absolutely. Right, okay. The class 6 plate and stuff. Well, I'll swap these. And I'll take the Pro Flexes just in case we don't get a chance to grab them. But so we got 3. Beautiful play there. That was good. That was good. Alright, the main issue now is that I'm going to get shot by some goober over here. Only 6 can spawn. And in the YouTube short later, trust me. Okay. For night. Yeah, so that was 3. I don't know about the other guy. I'm not sure how many more there are. Is the issue. His teammates suppressing fire failed miserably. Okay, right, we've got to go and do... I want to just take the tag. let me know. Okay, this guy was not geared. The other guy was geared. Proflex and secure? Yeah. Probably, yeah. Just wait for a camera or something. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this dude. I'm going to try and get this one done next. Well done, Giga Chad. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll try and do this one. Then we'll try and do gate 3. And then we'll go back and do the boiler bunker things. And then we'll go and loot the people. All that without hipfire bonus either. I know. Because I've got the thingy off. Yeah, 40 seconds is obnoxious, isn't it? It genuinely is obnoxious. I need to go relatively quickly because I'm going to run out of painkillers. I've actually nearly run out. Hated this quest. Yeah. That's a beautiful clip as well to put in the YouTube like video as well. So that's makes life pretty nice. Longest plan to my life. My YouTube, yes indeed. Okay, so for this one, go through here. Guess we'll go this way. Could be Rafter Boys, but gate 3 is open. Oh. Let me just pop PK. Hold on. I guess we'll just pop Golden Star. This is probably the most annoying one. You're so close to where like annoying people can be. Doesn't seem to be really any scabs in here either. Which is a bit odd. Oh no. Ah, let go. Let go, Baxton. Then we're gonna go and do those middle ones. And then as I said, then we'll loot. So there was the 2 guys, and then the guy at the bottom. Well, usually if there's no scabs by 7, usually there's not any. Sometimes there just aren't any. Usually not looking up for this one. Yeah, maybe, but you make so much noise. In fact, you spook if you hear nothing. Yeah. Never guessed they were above you. I was pretty sure they were above me. Because you wouldn't hear that from underground. And they were like standing on wood and stuff. I was pretty sure it was above. Right. Okay. Okay. Should we clear office first? Probably yes. This guy dead there is PMC. So we probably clear here. Just gonna quickly clear everything and then I'll go. Because I don't want to get shot out of the office corridor. Ow. Okay, that's good then. We're good. I see dead people. Yeah, me too. Alright. It's just these things, right? How the hell did you get on there? Do you have to like go... You can just jump, but... Is it like this? Man, I mean this is rubbish, right? I just finished creating distraction part 1, but against conscience isn't showing up as it time locked. You need to do... All the stuff in Arena as well. Have you not done this task before? Nope, not ever. First time. I don't normally do Kappa, so I don't usually follow down the path. I usually do the quest that I want to until about level 42-ish. Get to normally about level 45 to get Intimidator done, and then I just stop bothering, to be honest. I just run guns I want to and make money and do interesting stuff and do the event. But usually by the time I've gotten to that point, it's normally like month 4 or 5. So... do I have to go back up? That's actually really annoying. It's actually going to take a while. I might not have that much chance to loot these guys. First I go for Kappa. I mean, I got Kappa one time, like a very, very, very long time ago. Ooh, the evasion armband. That one is a toughie. Want to unlock SP6 in the mod 4? I'm not getting the kills over 100 meters with that gun. I'm not doing it. Now that I have Theta, Kappa doesn't seem that enticing utility-wise. No, I just want to do it to do it. I want to have it done in 1.0. The last time I did it was like 5 years ago. So, oh, what's your favorite challenging quest or quest chain? It used to be Punisher. I mean, I don't know whether it still is. I've always said that Punisher's like good quest design because it forces people out of their comfort zone. It was a defining moment for me, completing Punisher. And it basically... it turned the dial on the game from scared Timmy playing PvE and dying to Chads to I actually have to think about a proper plan for how I'm going to go and like do PvP and like get people. So it was a real turning point. I don't think I've got time to loot, have I? I can go and take that guy's backpack, but like maybe his gun. Maybe I stick an SJ6 on or something. Oh, I'll have 2 minutes something, won't I? Be alright. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I don't know what's my favourite questline now. Hard to say. Did you rat? Now we killed 3 people in 1 engagement. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Okay. Let's go get these guys loot and then Scarpa. Pretty chatty today. Makes a big difference when you're using the MCX and not some piece of garbage bolt action. Taking rid of that. I don't know. And then, what's this guy got? He had like nothing really, right? Nothing really that good. He had another MP5, so who cares? And we'll see what this guy's got down here. What's this guy? Is he a player? No. This guy was a player. Oh, he's not that kitted either. Oh, AK-12. Probably, can I take it if I do that? Yeah, I'll take this. So we've got 1 minute. We're okay, we're alright. This man was packed and ready for a mission. I think there's one guy at the top as well. His plates are just like absolutely scuffed. Let me see. Forge your armor. Oh, I could, I suppose. Yeah, I could. Can I get up there and back? Yeah. Dude, was it? This guy? Oh no, he's not. Okay. I thought it was going to be a player there. Right. Ta-da! Well, that was pretty good, if I do say so myself. That was pretty good. How weird that using a good gun makes things easier. Who knew? Who knew? Well, that was an exceptional final raid. We've had a great time today. We completed... We used the MCX. We used the very first MCX that we built. We then completed the guide, killed loads of people, got loads of stuff done on factory, and didn't die. That's success, you know, that's great. That's such a great Tarkov experience. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Let's try Flash.
Oh no! I've got Google Chrome on. I was like loading somebody up to raid. RPDN player not pushing you seems like a mistake on their part. Well, they couldn't. They couldn't really. They got like stuck. But yeah, they should have played a bit better than that. But yeah, they got stuck upstairs, and I could see them through the little gap. They probably should have just run down the stairs and just like held down the button. I think I might have just killed them anyway, though. To be honest. Giga with the factory SJ6. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I think they had tons of good ammo. Did I drop it and then not pick it back up? I actually can't remember what I did exactly. Yeah, the office extract is pretty good. I'm so used to gate 3 though. I think that's the thing. I just default to gate 3 by accident. Oh, the game's struggling to load all of the win back into the menu. You dropped a boobin that looked full of BP? Probably. Yeah. Oh no, it was T45M. Okay, never mind. Never mind. The walls, they do have the eyes. And the capacity has been checked. And then there's the secrets of Polikim, which I don't think we have to do. Because it's like a stretch task kind of thing. Get anything new? Don't accept that. All is revealed. But I don't think you need to do this one. I don't think. All is revealed. Oh, you do. You do have to do all is revealed. Okay. We have to do this one at some point. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. Cool stuff, my friends. Well, this has been good. As I said, this has been good. Been good. Been nice. Accept all the quests. We're gonna go and raid Mr. X Room. Will you be prestiging? I don't know. I'm actually not sure yet. I might not. Because I want to see what happens with seasonal, and I don't want to go back to 0. It would just be really annoying if that happens. So, right, we're gonna go and raid Mr. Hexloom, and I will catch you when I catch you. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be on tomorrow. I don't know. Possibly not, because I've got like loads of stuff to do. I feel like swamped with things, but I will catch you soon. And thank you for joining, and it's been great. And yeah, awesome times. Enjoy the pie. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.